Today's episode of the Nateland Podcast is brought to you by Lectrice Bikes, AG1, DraftKings, and BetterHelp. Hello, folks. Hey, Bear. Welcome to the Nateland Podcast. I'm Nate Bargatze, Brian Bates, Aaron Weber, and fitting in.
But fitting in, too.
Oh, yeah, fitting in.
Well, we'll see if he fits in.
Yeah, we'll see if he fits in.
Yeah.
Filling in a, what some would say, handsome Dusty Slade. Nick Thune. Yeah. You're wearing you're wearing denim.
I almost wore a hat, and then I thought that people will be like, "Is that a different Dusty or what?"
Yeah.
So I just decided not to go hat.
Bass Pro Shop
Be
hat.
you.
Yeah.
Nick Thune filling in for Dusty for us this weekend. We were out, had a wonderful weekend. He's wearing a denim jacket, and he had it this weekend. It was out hanging outside in the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we ever figure why that happened?
No. Yeah, it was just soaking wet, hanging on the side of the.
Yeah, I didn't know. I go out to the bus, and we were going to go play something basketball, whatever we were doing, and I go out, and then I don't know if you're doing that for a reason. Like
Yeah.
I actually thought, this could work out for me better because I put it on while it was wet and kind of wore it around, and I think it fits better now.
Yeah. Well, that's if anybody is going to hang their jacket in the rain on purpose, it's you.
If anybody does their laundry differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you air dry your clothes normally or do
Always, yeah.
See?
Yeah. Well, I didn't even know. I almost didn't tell him because I thought he'd be like, yeah. I put my jackets in the rain.
Well, the thing is you buy clothes. I buy them to fit, not to adjust with the dryer. So I buy them to fit, and then I just never dry them. So that way they always fit. Rather than buying something a little bigger, thinking I hope it kind of goes down to what feels good.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
Well, that's smart. Can't you get stuff that's not affected by the dryer though? Stuff that's
Who knows?
pre-shrunk. Yeah.
It's hard to tell. I also don't know if I'm doing it right or wrong. People are always like, "Oh, wash it in cold and then tumble dry it," and I'm just like, I've had so many shirts just get slightly smaller.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
You remember them.
yeah, I've got them all hanging up.
Yeah. Then you go, look at you.
It's like a graveyard.
Yeah. Look at you.
Oh, hey guys.
Well, we're going to get into all that. It's a little fashion stuff. But yeah, we were out this weekend. We had a wonderful weekend. We were in Huntsville last night. Well, we were in New Orleans.
New Orleans, Memphis, Biloxi, and then Huntsville.
Yeah, all great.
Yeah.
All really great.
I actually brought my winnings to at the casino.
Went to the casino.
I don't know how to get this on camera.
On you get it on
Aaron
Land.
There we go.
34 cents.
34 cents.
Hard Rock Biloxi.
And that's not really winning 34 cents. That's losing $299.
Yeah.
And you do the math on that. We're going to say
66
66 cents. Yeah.
You should have vouched it out.
Yeah.
The line was too long.
Yeah.
I would
Oh,
have.
you gotta yeah. So
that
it
would have
wasn't.
been great if I walked up there. And,
Yeah.
I'd like it a quarter, and you tell them how to.
You just want to go. I'm not leaving. You didn't take everything from me.
Yeah.
And you know how you tip people? Do people tip them out if they get a lot of winnings? They leave them a little and be like, "Oh, keep that penny."
Yeah. You go. Hey, sweetheart, keep the quarter. Sweetheart, keep the quarter.
What's 20% of 34?
Sweetheart, keep the quarter. She's like, what? I don't want it. Yeah. She goes, what's 2 dimes and nickels? I didn't have quarters. Golly. Yeah, that's good. I mean, you walk out. I think it is. Well, even when you walk out 34 cents, you get to go. You didn't take everything from me.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't take everything. I got something.
Yeah.
I got something. Went and bought a
There you go.
shirt at a vintage store.
Yeah.
34 cents.
That's it. It's even out of the. It's not even anymore. It's like $80 now.
We have. We had a really fun. This was a fun weekend. All the shows were just spectacular in New Orleans.
Look at him standing in the
yeah,
kitchen right there.
in the kitchen.
We got some video.
You can stand in the kitchen if the ball comes in there.
Yeah, then you got to get right back out.
You lived in the kitchen.
We
can't.
should explain what we're watching right here.
Yeah, we're watching. We had a pickleball tournament in Biloxi, and so
Look at that.
Yeah.
They couldn't handle my heat.
so it was. We did that. We found a big room. I mean, some of these convention centers, you find a big room. I tell you what, I like a big room.
Yeah.
There's not
Yeah.
much better than a big room. I could see having an airport hangar and just being like, I just want it just to be. You just have the space.
Just to stretch out a bit.
Just to stretch out.
Scream, you know?
I would like if you had offices, because we're in, I'm sure if you've been to convention centers, you see those rooms and they put multiple planes in these rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just if you're like, I want this to be the office space and it's all open and everybody goes to their corner. I mean, you could be on the phone, no one could hear you
In a corner.
in a corner. And you have to ride a scooter over to the other one. You see him walking over. Imagine when you know he's coming over. He's like, here we go.
Yeah.
You got to watch him. It's a good 3-minute
Yeah.
walk.
Yeah.
But you see him, you're like, what does this guy want?
You get a lot of
Here
heads
he
up.
comes.
Here he comes. I know he's coming right to me. Well, you'd probably be like, he's in the middle. You're like, where's he? He's coming to me. He's coming to me. And then you wait till he gets pretty close. Then you just walk you walk like against a wall, like the most opposite, and you go to another table, and you're like, he's like, man,
Right as he gets up. Gotta
yeah. Hello.
backward. Hello.
2 seconds.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see. I thought that's what I thought in that hangar. I was like, I would like one of these.
It was nice. People were riding scooters around,
Mhm.
you know,
You
fetching
can just
balls.
be doing so much stuff in a hangar and not be bothering anybody really.
You could be golfing in
Oh,
one
yeah.
side. You could be throwing baseballs in the other.
Mhm.
It could be a nap area. I'd like,
I could have nap area easy
yeah.
and no one would hear.
I don't want to hear you napping at all.
Maybe
Yeah.
in the middle.
One injury, Eric.
Yeah, we had an
Tumble.
injury. Eric twisted an ankle, another ankle problem.
You're going-
Travis, I know.
Down like flies.
I
on
know.
your tour.
And I mean, dude, his ankle is big. Eric's is big.
Yeah, he works it out.
Yeah.
hmm
And he worked it out. I mean, I saw it last night and it's just,
Talk about gains.
a tube. Yeah.
Most in shape guy on the tour.
Also,
He
didn't
is the
complain
trainer.
much. You know, we all knew
No.
it happened. He does not walking around in a cast. He doesn't have a roller, you know.
No, he
Yeah.
disappeared for all of yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
he-
didn't see him.
Yeah. He had his Sunday best on by
Yeah.
8 a.m. yesterday.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's out. So it was a good day for me. Didn't have to do anything.
We got the video of Eric's injury right here if we want to watch it.
Yeah, you can.
There he goes. Oh, right there.
Right there.
Nate finishes his shot.
Yeah. Oh, and I missed it. That's
And then,
I don't know if he's down. I'm like, well,
How did that happen?
oh,
Dude.
tripped
Yeah.
over a phantom.
What did that even do? What did he do?
I don't know. That's he just goes down.
So bad
Pretty,
to
yeah,
laugh at.
pretty
man.
hard. I know.
It's
We go.
Dude, right there.
I feel
Oh,
so
yeah.
bad. I feel so bad
Yeah.
laughing.
If you're listening, Eric's his trainer.
Yeah. There's my trainer.
Look at his legs right there.
Yeah.
Kind of a cool dance move.
Right there, dude. That's
Wow.
tough to watch, man.
Yeah.
Just the ground got him.
Yeah. He's running. We were playing horse or knockout. Like I'm sure if you didn't even know the basketball knockout game where you got to make it, you got to shoot it, then the other person tries to make it before if you miss it, and
Or you can just work on knocking their ball out.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so this we were trying to do it. We were seeing if we could do it with hockey, little hockey balls and hockey sticks. So that's the game we were playing,
He's trying to retrieve his
and
ball.
he's trying to get his ball, and then so I'm gonna try to knock him out. So he's running full force.
And Nate still misses.
Yeah, well, we had Julian was playing goalie, so he had to take I had a good shot. It hit the post. I did make it after this. I did make it right after because all the attention went to Eric.
Yeah.
So the net was wide open.
Look at the way the ankle kind of hits the ground when
Yeah.
he rolls over too.
It's
on
a
the
tough.
back roll.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, we
there.
all gather on Eric and we hear Nate's
Yeah.
like, score.
Yeah, you got to keep moving.
Oh,
you know,
man.
we have a show. You got to keep going.
Yeah.
One man down.
I can't look at that without laughing.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah. His whole leg bows out.
Brian, how relieved were you that wasn't you? That it
I was more shocked than anything.
I
Yeah.
don't know if Brian ever gets to speed up to roll an ankle.
Yeah.
You'd have to.
He never fully knows the rules of what's happening. You know, like he's
Brian?
kind of always
Yeah.
trying to figure out what's happening.
Yeah. Never really just goes.
Remember we played like a whole round of dodgeball and then he realized that the people on one side were on the same team.
Yeah. He didn't realize that.
You're saying he never moves with enough confidence to sprain an ankle?
No. But we played dodgeball and we played a whole thing and he goes, "Oh wait, are we on the same team?" And he's never played dodgeball.
I did. As a kid, we would be opposite sides, but it was every man for themselves.
Oh, really?
You wouldn't hit each other on the same side, but it wasn't a team.
Well, that sounds like
That sounds like that's a team.
Yeah.
But there would be no like unless I was the last man standing, I wouldn't have won. And there's no you can bring each other in dodgeball, right?
Yeah, but that was before that. You didn't bring that up till that wasn't a matter. But I'm saying when you were a kid,
Yes.
you're like there were sides.
Yes.
You didn't hit anybody on your side. This is how team sport was invented. Don't hit anybody on your side. Hit only people on the other side.
Mhm.
That means it's teams.
But once I was out on my side,
Yeah.
I wasn't rooting for my teammates.
Well, okay, so you're saying a batter strikes out and then all of a sudden he's like, well, not my team anymore.
I think that might be you were just a mean kid. You should have been rooting for your teammates. Instead, you were.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense now.
Look at the urgency with which Brian walks over to help Eric here
Yeah.
on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we have over here?
He just walks over like, oh.
He's kind of like, oh, does
Well,
this mean
I mean-
we're done with this game or?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
The dodgeball thing is very funny though. To go, yeah. He played a whole round. I didn't know we were on the same
around.
team.
We played one game that lasted 30 seconds.
No, it lasts.
Nobody can. Don't try to. You then are telling us that you play dodgeball as a team, but did not root for. That's like if you play baseball and you go, "No, I played on my side. We all had the
Yeah.
same uniform, but when I was out, I didn't
Right.
root for the other.
We shared a
people.
dugout, but other than
Other than that, I didn't. I don't
Oh,
know
my
why I
dugout,
would.
my dugout friends.
We
Yeah,
had different rules when I was a kid.
yeah, yeah. Here's a mean. It's your worried mean face of just not being nice to your other people. We had Harper and Laura came in Huntsville, so we got to play a little Foursquare. There's a lot of rules to that. Harper's. I mean, you can yell Pac-Man and Cherry Bomb, and I mean, it was pretty fun because Harper's just explaining to a bunch of 4-year-olds all these, I forget the other story time. It's a wild game.
But what I'm sure to her is such a basic game, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, when you get explained something by a kid, they explain it like, "Are you the stupidest person on earth?" Like they can't believe that you're not. Like, what do you mean you don't know what's going on?
Yeah.
And that's how. And so she explains, and all of us are like, "Wait, what? What is this?" And then she just starts laughing at us. She's like, "Are you kidding me? Cherry Bomb? You don't know Cherry Bomb?" You're like, "I don't know Cherry Bomb. I didn't even know Foursquare."
I've never heard of that either.
You've heard of Foursquare?
I've heard of Foursquare,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was like an ancient game. We
Yeah.
never really played it growing up.
You didn't play Foursquare? They're playing it now.
I
It's back.
played it. Yeah,
It's
I played
back.
it a lot.
I played-
Mostly
well,
wall ball and
we played wall
a
ball.
little tether ball, but we didn't really have one on our playground.
What do you mean you
Tetherball was
really
never
didn't have
really a
one? You had
thing.
half of one.
No, we got one.
It was a neighbor.
Yeah.
We got one later, I think,
Oh, okay.
but I didn't grow up with it.
Yeah.
Tetherball never really. It was always out there. No one was
You
ever
would do it
really
some,
obsessed.
and then you like
yeah.
you would be like, "I think this game could be fun," and then you just kind of move on.
Yeah.
We would kickball, wall ball.
Did you ever have the thing? It was like a basketball hoop, but there were multiple areas where the ball could come out, and there were like math problems on the top of it. One was like +2, one was -1.
The worst. Dude. He's the worst. The absolute worst. I mean, just unbelievable, dude. Because that's what they had to do before they ate dinner. They go, then they solve a problem, then he's fed chicken, and then he has to go back and do division to get the mashed potatoes. Because he's just, what is this?
I don't know that game.
No one knows that
That
game.
was on our school playground.
That's what
growing
Notre
up.
Dame.
Do you
students
think
had to
that
do.
was a thing you could buy?
I think
No,
so.
no
I think
one
it just
bought it.
came with the
No, I think
playground. set,
somebody-
dude.
No, it didn't come from any
Painted it,
playground
yeah.
set. He went to. This is what that's how he got to Notre Dame. They go, "Did you have that game where you had to solve math problems?" And he goes, "I did." They go, "All right, welcome to Notre Dame."
Crazy ball.
I can't find it, but this did
You
exist.
can't find it. Of course, you can't find it. 'Cause no one.
He pulls a picture up
Yeah.
from his phone. Oh, here it is. It's him in it.
Yeah,
Funnel
Were you,
ball. This is what it is. You ever seen anything like this?
I did see Funnelball, but they did not put math on it. I don't know what problems you're solving. He comes from money, dude. And he goes, "Was y'all's buses Mercedes Sprinter vans? Wasn't that frustrating?" You go, "I don't know." He goes,
You know when your chauffeur dropped
Yeah.
you off at school?
"Yeah."
No.
He goes, "Is that embarrassing, right? Because your other friends are like walking, and you're like, ooh, and you gotta, and they touch you with their dirty hands from outside. You're like, don't touch me." I do remember Funnelball, so I'll give you that. But I
I'd never seen that in my life.
if there was, I've seen it, but I mean, I can't. What math problems? It's just 1,
was
2,
just
3,
like-
4.
but it was like +1 or -2, +2.
No,
0.
They didn't even try it at our school.
They scratched off the
Yeah.
numbers on there.
Peeled it off and
Yeah.
then opened it.
They didn't. They weren't even like, it doesn't matter.
I mean, all I know is that we had basketball and we had all the regular sports, but handball was the thing. I don't know if you guys call
Yeah,
it wall ball with the
Yeah.
bouncy ball.
Oh yeah.
You
My
throw it
son's
against
into
the
that
wall,
now.
and you got to touch the wall first.
Oh no, I'm talking like that big bouncy ball that you hit like that, and it's got to bounce once and come up. You guys do?
No.
I've never
No,
played
we
that.
never played that.
Oh, my son has it. That's hot at his school now, and I'm really good at it. So I'll show up after school and take on the kids.
Oh yeah,
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 West Coast thing. It hasn't made it here yet.
yeah,
yeah. You're Seattle, so or Washington.
yeah,
State.
yeah. Well, that's why pickleball was like a thing when I was a kid in
Mhm.
Washington, and it was nowhere else. And then it started to kind of go out. Now we watched a women's champion. I followed the winner on Instagram last night. The women's singles pickleball champion.
Oh really?
Yeah, gave
Yeah.
her a follow. I mean, I liked what she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had it on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know if that game was aired live. That might have been from. 3
No, that
weeks
was
ago.
yesterday because yesterday she announced it on her Instagram.
Oh really?
Yeah, after she
So it was
won.
live.
Yeah,
She
Oh
has
wow.
type 2 diabetes, I believe.
yeah, she's type 1 actually.
Okay.
Oh, is that how you get into pickleball?
The urn type.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She wore a little thing on her arm.
yeah, she had it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, on her Instagram it says type 1.
Okay.
She wore like an insulin thing on her arm, or like a.
You know that little that thing that you see on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it pickleball like bowling? Is it preferred? Is diabetes an advantage?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
Yeah. It's the only 2 sports
Yeah.
where they go, well, come on, dude. This ain't. He takes
It's
his shirt
expected.
off and he's got that thing. Yeah, come on, dude. All this is a low blood sugar sport. Dadgummit. Ugh. He goes, they can't feel anything in their right arm. That's why they sling the ball down there. It goes. I don't know.
I mean, I know the woman that lost didn't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's based off that one game alone, I would assume.
It's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About hopscotch. That's a weak game, huh?
No, I
Yeah.
thrive in it.
Jumping up and down the
Yeah.
2, 3. Yeah.
There's math involved in that
That's
too.
it,
There's
but,
numbers, right?
But you think, is it a weak game because that's a game that you had trouble jumping, and so you just
Yeah.
trashed the game. You go, what a dumb game. You go, well,
You
you
just
can't
scotched?
even.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
worse than jump rope.
He goes, this
Mhm.
is stupid, dude. You go, well, it's because you missed the 2-3. You didn't get to the double square. He goes, well, that's dumb because I don't even want to. I want to
Yeah.
go play my math game.
How do you land on one foot? That was probably a big.
Yeah. Put too much
Wait,
weight on
when you-
possible.
when you
It's not
jump
good
in-
for your ankles to put that much weight on one foot. They're like, what? He goes, stupid kids.
Yeah. At my house, it's
What's
just
50
all.
times
It's just
50?
2 squares all
Just
the way
knows
down.
Everything. Yeah.
He said, "You go set one up off memory," and his is just Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Just walking.
Walk through the hopscotch.
I've been seeing a lot of videos. Jump roping seems like people are.
Jump rope is back.
It's back.
Yeah, stylists.
Everything's back. I mean, every game. I'll tell you what, pickleball being a real sport on TV, I don't know. It's like it just is. It's gone so fast, and then it's
Do you think it lasts? A lot of these things pop up and then they fade away, right? Like
It's
slam
gonna
ball.
last.
I remember thinking slam ball was the future.
slam ball was fun. And
Yeah.
the trampoline,
Yeah.
that was pretty fun.
Pickleball will
But-
last because it was so popular where I was from, and it's
Yeah.
still as popular. You know, it's
But it's like, when is it going to be? Like, if they try to put it in the Olympics or something, you're gonna.
they will for sure.
I know, but you're gonna be like, all right, like, give me it's a plastic ball with holes in it. It's
Yeah.
a wiffle ball.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't talk about a real sport and have a wiffle ball. I'm not saying it's
If
not
they,
fun.
like at the Olympics, if they run out of stuff, they could just go
Yeah.
to Target.
yeah. You can't do that. You can't
Target run.
That's a great point, Nick. Your sport can't be sponsored all by Target or Walmart.
They're like, well, listen, we're saving money. These javelins, we don't even know where we
Is
get
this
these.
the one they use the Olympics in? This is the exact set of the Olympic trials.
Yeah, here's a picture of them buying it right before.
Yeah. They're here. If you hurry, you can catch them. They do self-checkout because they are good. They don't ever need help.
What's the most amount of things you would take into a self-checkout? Like, at what point are you saying, no, I'm going line?
Well, some of these places don't give you an option anymore. You go to a Target now, there aren't even any regular lanes open. It's
Mhm.
all self-checkout. So you're forced to do a full cart's worth of stuff.
I think it's
at a
switching back
self-checkout.
now.
Are they?
I think they're closing the self checkouts, and
Wow.
Oh, that's good.
I think theft, and I think
Oh.
I think a lot of places.
They go
are-
like, if you go steal it, you got to look a man in the eye.
Yeah. And that does hold people back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It holds enough back.
Well, you just do every other. If
You
you're
just
just
go,
self-checkout,
You just, when you do self-checkout,
you got a beep noise on your phone.
Yeah. And you're like, that guy's pretty good. I hope. I mean, I like self-checkout because I'm never going in. I'm never
I mean, he hasn't
big shopping.
shopped in years.
Huh? I don't think I've ever shopped in my life.
Yeah,
Yeah, like 45 years.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, do dudes shop like that?
I do.
I do. Yeah.
Well, okay. I could see that table, that side.
Well, I'm a single dad, so I've got to
Well, that's different.
yeah.
That's different.
I got to have my stuff full when he shows up.
yeah,
so
but
that
I'm saying before that,
I got to have my stuff full for me.
I know.
Yeah.
But before that, are dudes? I don't think guys are like, I had an old joke about never buying milk publicly in my life. Is like when you're alone, you're not really buying milk as a guy.
No, I never
You kind
did.
of forget to buy
I
milk.
never did.
Yeah,
I love a grocery store. I think
I know. Well, you're 100 now, so I understand that. But I'm saying for the bulk of it,
yeah.
when I don't think we were. We just buy kind of what we need at that moment, and then you don't do it smartly. You just kind of go in. You always could walk in with a basket.
Mhm.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Every day.
I would do it
Every
every
day.
day. I like that. It's a chance to be seen. I like grocery store fashion. I think people in there,
We're
are.
going to get to the fashion. You don't
Yeah,
have to.
you don't need that.
No, I'm just saying. That's one reason I like it. I like.
No, he's trying
That
to.
was a good segue.
Dressing up.
but It's a bit early.
Yeah, it's a bit.
I'm not
early.
trying to do.
No,
pulling
you're
out.
trying to do something.
Pulling out the queen a little early.
Yeah,
Chest joke.
Well, the shows were great last night. Huntsville, very warm in there.
yeah. I used a towel. I'm a towel comic
should be
now.
ashamed.
Sweat
dude.
towel.
Yeah.
I know.
How did it feel though? Did it change your
I
energy?
did say I'm a different comic now.
Yeah, a better comic.
Yeah. And I was wondering, and I think I got some laughs off that from I think the podcast fans that knew that you actively use a towel.
He sells sweat towels
Actively.
after the show.
Yeah, he
Branded
does. He's like a
sweat
terrible
It's
towel.
like those ones from
Yeah.
the baseball games.
Yeah. He's just the Aaron. His fans when he comes out, they go and they swing it around, and then he likes it because it's a fan.
People do
Yeah.
bring me
Fans.
sweat towels sometimes.
Yeah.
Derek
That
can
happened.
change shirts.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Mid set.
Oh, Derek came. Derek
He would've liked
did,
to have.
Derek did great.
Yes.
It's his hometown. It was
Right.
very
Yeah.
fun.
Derek Stroop.
Derek Stroop. He came off stage hot.
More ways than one. Yeah.
Yeah.
He couldn't talk really.
He
went
walked
straight into a room.
Went straight into a yeah. It's like went in
really
like
did.
put his head in the freezer and just sat. I mean, he was hot up there. Boy.
He works hard. I mean,
Yeah.
he's on stage.
Yeah.
It doesn't really stop.
But he's got the energy. Yeah, it makes sense. He gets off stage sweating. You're like, well, you earned that in a way, right? He's
And it was already hot.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, he came off that. It's like that hot where someone gets hot and like, I mean, there's no, like anybody could talk to them. They wouldn't even really hear you. Like their only focus is that I'm so hot right now.
And he wore a gray shirt, which
Yeah.
he'd been
knows.
wearing light colored shirts the whole weekend. And then the sweatiest night, he goes up in a gray shirt and you could see the sweat's coming.
Yeah.
While he's up there.
Yeah.
There was marks.
And a
sweat
gray
marks.
shirt hides nothing, dude.
No.
A
Yeah.
gray shirt is the
You're out
worst
there.
shirt to wear for sweating.
Mhm.
You're out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always think a light shirt too. I like I do it when I golf. It's like, it's going to be hot. Like you wear a lighter shirt, it's not going to be, because it's embarrassing with just the sweat marks. You're like, oh, God.
Mhm.
The places the sweat goes.
Yeah. It's just like, it's just there and it's just all on the,
Horizontal line across the chest.
Yeah, and you're
That's a
sweating
tough
it, and
one.
you're
Yeah.
sweating everywhere, but your dumb stomach's like, it's like looks like it's trying to stick out for air.
People do that too, where they get Botox in places they sweat.
Really?
That's a way that it stops sweating.
Oh.
And get it all over your belly.
Send me
It
some
doesn't.
info about
The
that.
thing is, it doesn't stop the sweating. It just moves it.
They have to do that shot. What's that shot? Or it's something where they had all the needles. I feel like you did it as a kid. They would like prick you.
It's like an allergy test.
An allergy test.
Yeah.
They do that to your belly with Botox. They they got like a broom and a big.
We're coming in.
Yeah. He goes, and you go.
Ka-doom.
We can do this. We can do this separately, or it's going to take about 2 years.
Yeah.
Or we can just, hey, and you go.
You just lay on
Thanks.
one of those like
Yeah.
nail beds.
And they just push down a little bit and go, all right, you good to go?
Yep.
It's like a panini.
It's all the
press.
Botox.
Where does it
Botox.
move the sweat to?
Wherever your next hot spot is.
Oh,
Like for me, my armpits are always number one.
yeah, I'd say that's pretty common.
Yeah. And
Did it hurt when you got it?
Yeah.
People do this. Yeah.
No, I've thought about doing it because it would be like every time I would go on stage, it was like, even if I'm about to do like TV, whatever, like you just don't want it to look like that.
Yeah.
But all it does is move it to like wherever your next spot is.
Okay.
It doesn't like stop sweating.
Mhm.
Body still produces.
And
it.
you're thinking the alternative is worse than your
Yeah.
armpits.
Yeah, I'd rather not
Yeah.
look like I peed myself.
It's true.
Oh, yeah. It starts. Yeah.
Yeah.
They go, guys, this sock sweat?
Yeah, and I'm
Like-
not getting the shot down there either.
Yeah. You just keep moving it to the spot that you want it moved to.
Finally, it's just out of your right calf.
Yeah. It's just leaking.
Oh, God.
You go, you sweat down there? He goes, this is a lot of work to get that sweat. And he goes,
Yeah.
we thought we were going to get there in 2 moves. It took us about
Yeah.
12 moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were surprised,
Yeah.
it came out the kneecaps the third time. Yeah.
The back of the knee sweat that's when it's real hot.
Yeah.
Sitting in the car, back of the knee start
Yeah.
sweating. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've been there.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about electric e-bikes?
Remember being a kid and riding your bike in the neighborhood? Of course, the freedom it brought. Well, you can bring that back as an adult now with electric e-bikes. This spring, you can enjoy the weather and recapture the magic of riding a bike by going to lectricebikes.com to discover e-bikes that start at just $7.99 with the XP Lite. My electric e-bike is so comfortable. It goes way faster than you think. You got a basket to go on the front of it. And like Nate said, you're going to use that basket more than you think. It's bigger than you think, and it sits sturdy right on the front of the bike. Looks nice. It's a timeless look. Getting started is easier than you think. It ships free, has a quick tool-free assembly. It's foldable for easy travel and storage. It's the same safety regulations and road access as regular bikes. In most states, licenses and registration and inspections are not required. Always check the laws in your area. Go full throttle into spring with electric e-bikes, the #1 selling e-bikes in the nation. Get your adventure started at lectricebikes.com, and please mention that the Nateland Podcast sent you in the post-checkout survey. That's LECTRIC ebikes.com.
Now, Nick was telling me how he rides his bike to Dodgers games and
Yeah.
gets there in what?
Like 15 minutes from my door to my seat, 15 minutes.
That's crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
It's the best thing because they don't stop you at the gate. You just go straight up and you walk right in. It's amazing.
Isn't it uphill?
Yeah, but it's an e-bike.
Oh yeah, great.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's the easiest thing in my life.
They have a
Yeah.
place to lock it up
Oh yeah.
outside.
Mhm.
They probably
Awesome.
encourage that. They would like it.
They would, yeah, of course. But
Yeah.
it's like nobody else is doing it.
Yeah.
The thing is, too, is you go and I don't mind staying till the last out. Usually if you drive there and you're like, it's a Friday night or Saturday, and you're like, God, this is going to be an hour getting out of this parking
Yeah.
lot. Not me.
No.
No,
I
I'm out.
I judge Nick based on his appearance. I thought this guy's not going to be a baseball fan. He's a huge baseball fan.
Oh yeah.
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 Throughout the first pitch at
Mhm. Mariners game.
Mariners
Yeah.
game.
That
Yeah.
There-
Full. Yeah.
full uniform.
Full uniform. He wore the full Seattle Mariners uniform. Ask him. Tell him what it was. You asked if you could do this, and what did they say?
I said, hey,
Look at that movement on that ball.
Yeah.
yeah, the day before, yeah, it was a little slider. The day before, watch his chin here, because he wasn't expecting this. Boom. I don't think that felt good for him.
No.
I mean, it hurt yeah. But they
Yeah.
said everything was on board, and I tweeted, and I'd been kind of tweeting back and forth.
Yeah.
They were like having a good time on social media with me, and I go, hey, do you guys need my sizes for the uniform or anything? And they just said, you get a jersey.
Mhm.
And I just said, okay, well, I don't think I'll be able to make it. And then they just wrote back, all right, what sizes? And this was like all on, whatever. So I show up, and there was like multiple bags with everything. Their away jerseys, their home. I could pick between stirrups and socks, like everything. And even the like warm up stuff.
Are you wearing a cup?
Yeah. Yeah.
This guy
I mean,
goes
I'm
all
wearing a
out.
cup right now.
Yeah.
And
So,
a wake up.
yeah. And yeah, they, it felt really good. No one else cared that much.
Well, that's the best part, is that when you throw a first pitch, no one's paying attention.
No, nobody's at the game
No.
yet.
No one's at, yeah.
No.
And then you do a big O. I mean, that guy.
But the thing is, beforehand,
Yeah.
I
Look at his
announced-
glove.
Yeah, that's my first baseman's
He's wearing
glove.
a first baseman glove.
Look at that face there. And
Yeah.
but so they did a whole story on it, because I announced my retirement directly afterwards from Major League Baseball.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. On Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I announced it on Twitter. I did it on Rich Eisen's show beforehand. They talked to me the morning of, and I just said, "Hey, I announced it then," because
Yeah.
I wanted to, people to tune in and see this pitch,
Yeah.
knowing it was going to be my last.
It's a
It was a
pitch.
good. I mean, were you nervous about it's a good pitch? Were you nervous about, because what if the pitch was bad?
I was more nervous than doing the Tonight Show,
Yeah.
because I want to go full bore.
Just this
Yeah.
comedian back there.
I want to throw a pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so,
All the
yeah.
empty seats.
And
in
they
the
don't
crowd.
give you, I was like, I thought they were going to let me go in the bullpen and warm
Yeah.
up, but there's actually just in like one of the like now I know what arenas look like,
Yeah.
under them. It was just in one of the hallways. There's like a home plate and a dash just straight on cement. They're like, yeah, you can warm up here. Like, oh,
Yeah, when
okay.
I
You were
did-
there for that
yeah.
same stadium for Dustin Nickerson, right?
Yeah, I kind of hung out with Dustin when he did. So I've seen a little bit of the bowels of the stadium. You're
Yeah.
right. It's just like a hallway.
Yeah.
And they're doing it just to go, we'll just let you kill a little bit of time. Right?
Were you the
Yeah.
only one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this was his first game. He had just come up from AAA. So he was a catcher. And I asked him for Felix beforehand. I said, hey, can I get Felix to catch for me?
Yeah. Can I get your best player to catch?
And
the-
they were like, this guy, we're going to give
Yeah.
you a guy this is his first game up. He didn't like any of this. The look
Oh,
on his
yeah.
face after,
Poor guy.
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
wanted to sell it. I wanted it to be a
Yeah.
celebration.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I mean, that guy's got his own nerves going. I mean,
Yeah.
his
Right.
family's probably there, and
Yeah.
he's like, they're going to make me do the first pitch. But, it'd be good probably just to get out there.
Yeah.
So not only for me was it my first pitch, it was his first catch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish y'all stayed in touch. Does he still play?
I doubt it. I don't know.
Yeah.
why do you doubt it?
Guys like that are a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
Well, even a full major league career, that's been 9 years, so
Yeah.
he could be done.
Yeah. I mean, how many people make it up for a game?
Yeah. Cup
But-
of coffee, guys, they're called.
Yeah, that I call that a swinging strike is what
A
I'd
swinging.
say that.
I would say
Yeah.
that. It's
Yeah.
gonna make someone. It's gonna make someone go. Were you putting something on it?
Yeah.
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 It's a good pitch.
It is a really good pitch. I definitely think it'd get someone to swing.
Yeah, I don't know if the speed was up there,
Yeah.
which probably would have been actually in my advantage.
Yeah.
Because someone looks up, they think, oh, this guy's probably got some speed.
Yeah. This guy
No.
looks up just like, oh no. And then he's just, oh no.
Why did you not? Didn't they give you a jersey with your name on it?
I asked for Buhner.
Yeah.
Because I said I'm going to throw some heat. And because, Buhner had a rope for it. He could throw it from right field to home. Like it looked like it was
wasn't
like
even a pitcher,
on
though.
a clothesline.
Yeah.
I know. He could throw it harder than most pitchers.
Yeah.
So that's why I was bringing to the
The
mound.
people at the Mariners are probably like, we didn't know it'd be this much of a thing with this
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
No, they did not know what they signed
Have
up.
you done it again?
No. And I
Yeah.
think there's a reason for
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you did announce your retirement.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But I mean, Rich Eisen's the whole reason I got to do it.
Yeah.
Because I had been tweeting at them for over 2 years, asking it. Hashtag Thune for first pitch
Mhm.
became like an online joke between my fans or whatever. And so Rich Eisen was like, I'm going to make it happen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah. And then afterwards, I was out on the lake on a boat ride. My brother's wife was like next to me and somebody took a photo and it looks like, and she's like in a bikini and we're out on a boat. And I like posted that photo directly. Yeah. Directly after the pitch. Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah. That's fun. All right. Let's read some of you guys' comments. Cicada episode comments. Stephanie Horowitz. This is one of my Horowitz. I got that right.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite episodes you guys have ever done. I laughed so many times, louder than I have in months. When Nate asked with so much sincerity if a moth was an old caterpillar, I nearly peed my pants. Thanks so much. You all really lifted my spirits. You agree with that?
Yep.
Nick, have you seen a cicada?
Is that
yet?
about this episode?
No, it's the one. Yeah.
People are already tuning in
Yeah. Yeah. We already got questions.
because I missed that joke.
They said you look like an old caterpillar. That's how we describe your Nick Thune look.
Uh-huh.
Dustin Frisch. Live cicadas make amazing fish bait. Live. Hook them in the thorax. How you gonna find a thorax?
Well, thorax, lobsters have thoraxes too. It's like their spine.
That's what a thorax is?
I was
Just
Yeah.
like the torso, right?
I think a
it's just like-
thorax is their spine.
I think,
yeah,
but
I
a
see it.
cicada is like you would just go hook them in the cicada
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's
In the middle.
there's not.
He's thinking maybe you have like magnifying glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, thorax is just going to be.
You're both right.
the
Well, that's
spine,
our
in the middle.
thorax. We don't know what cicadas.
Nick, have you
thorax.
seen
They could be
cicada
different
yet?
things.
Nick? Okay.
Oh wow, yeah, those are beautiful. Oh, so he's talking about a fly.
Yeah. It's cicada season here.
He's talking about a fly. If you make a fly fisherman that's making
Yeah.
it, so they
Yeah.
get like magnifying glasses, and they're like, they're really in.
Do you have do you know about cicadas?
No,
Yeah, they're out here right now. It's
They're
really
everywhere.
loud.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
they make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They only come out once every 13, 17 years.
yeah. Look at that thorax.
Thorax
What? They only
yeah.
come out once every 13 or 17 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
These broods.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not
There's
going to
some-
ask any questions about that word.
Yeah. Because there's some cicadas that come out every year, but this is a particular
Yeah.
brood.
He says this one, you toss them out, they hit the water and start buzzing. Bass go crazy.
Yeah, it had to be fly
Oh, they
fishing.
fly.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he puts it in alive. He
Yeah.
thoraxes it.
Yeah. He puts it in live. Thorax. It's obviously going crazy. Bass
Yeah.
love it. They love
Thor is an axe or a hammer.
Thor has a hammer, right?
Yeah.
Thor's hammer.
He has both.
Does he have an axe?
Yeah.
What does he do with the axe?
Well, he had it specially made to try to kill Thanos. And
Where did he get that made at?
there's a special place in the universe you go to make
Mhm.
these type of weapons. But
Yeah.
he's mostly known for his hammer.
it.
Okay.
Yeah. I bet when he did an axe, they were like, oh, like thorax. He's like, ugh.
All right. Well, once
Um,
every 13 to 17
yeah.
Yeah.
Heather Adkins. Concerning Nate's comments about going to Taco Bell because you're trying to be healthy, Taco Bell is consistently named the healthiest fast food restaurant. The menu is very customizable, so you can cut calories easily. Nate's right more than people give him credit for.
I think,
I don't know about
I think
that.
Nate gets the proper amount of credit
That's
on the Nateland podcast.
I'd be curious to see if Nate's also Heather Atkins.
yeah.
Yeah, Heather Atkins would
She's
know.
right.
It's her diet, right?
She's the Atkins diet.
You see,
Yeah.
you take all the letters and it
Atkins or
spells Nate
Atkins?
Bargatze.
Yeah. Jason Hunnell. I've worked at Pizza Hut for 23 years in Lakeland, Michigan. I'm always happier when customers order a thin crust. Don't understand the hate. Please tell Nate to keep his opinions to himself.
There you go.
Wow.
There you
Yeah,
go. We brought it
yeah.
back.
That's always been a dream job of mine, by the way, is pizza delivery.
Yeah,
You
I
can
did
do it anytime. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I did it with the Pizza Hut.
During the pandemic.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you were off?
When I was off. Yeah. I always kind of wanted to too.
Yeah.
I did it. It's
You
fun.
like know all the back roads. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. I mean, this
So
would.
this is your dream job just for like just the navigation of it is what appeals to you?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I mean, now it's
would've-
all GPS.
Yeah.
I mean, when I did it, I said, no, it was maps.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
had a
you were
physical map. In
you
the
were at
car?
Rand McNally.
Yeah. I would do map. And I had maps when I delivered. There was no,
A map.
I mean,
Wow.
the
A map book.
a map book. And so you would just like look at it. I wouldn't remember now, but I mean, I was really good at like
localized for a specific part of town or just the whole city of Nashville?
like you would turn the page and it'd be like, this is this.
Because they have that just
Wow.
area
Yeah.
where that
Yeah.
place will deliver to.
Yeah, they have like an index in the back of what street.
Mhm.
You look up that street and it's on page 8, A6, and then you.
Wow.
You know, you're like, all right, I got to get to Sonosville Road. And like, or once I get to that road, then now I'm in the map area.
Yeah.
So then from that road, so you just know how to get to the main road. And then you go, all right, right.
So
to
just
left.
nobody's looking at the road, huh? Everybody's looking down at the map.
No, you you have to look at the road.
Back
because-
then, though, you just be like, oh, take a left. You'd look at it and
Yeah.
go left, turn right. All right,
All right,
there we
yeah.
go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then it was like, then MapQuest became along. And then TomTom was big. But TomTom would be, it'd be annoying to type in every address.
I hate using GPS. I mean, it's it's such a like my girlfriend said the one thing she noticed about me is that I always if I use GPS to get somewhere, I never use it to get back.
Mhm.
Because I like to I remember and I like to remember and it's more fun to I don't know, drive around.
We do that when we go walk around in a lot of towns. Like, I'll be, we're like, where are we? We're like, well, don't pull it out. Let's try to get back to
Yeah.
where we need to get. And it's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's points where, we've had a couple where you're like, all right, we're way off.
Somebody type it in.
Yeah, someone type it in. Jay Griffin. If you had to choose, would you rather be a 13-year brood or a 17-year brood of cicadas? I'd rather be 17 because even if you miss out on what's happened, at least you have 4 years on the young hipsters. So like saying, do they come out every 13 or 17 years? Do you
Yeah.
want to be a 17? You stay down. They're just underground.
And they're alive the whole time?
But then they come up and they die.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I think I would rather be 13 because if I didn't mate, I would try to just see if I could hide for 4 years. When the
Well, you want to
17
be
came
a
out.
13 that wants to try to be a 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'd
I'm
enjoy
coming out. Everybody, no, I'm right behind you.
Then I try to blend in with the 17 guys. I just came out too.
Yeah, what's up, 17?
We made it.
You're like,
Man,
why, do you,
those last 4 years were rough, huh?
why do you have wings? Yeah, 17. I mean, you live longer.
Mhm.
All right. Also, the sleep episode. We did an episode on sleep. Micah Brockmeyer. I bet that's a name that's intimidating when you look at it. And I bet he's like, no, it's Brokemeyer.
yeah.
And then you're like, oh, okay.
Uh-huh. It looks good on a business card. though.
Oh.
We just call him bro.
Micah, throws you through a loop.
I'll do M. Brokemeyer. That's intimidating.
That's a business name.
Right.
When you go, what's the M stand for? He goes, Micah. You're like, oh, God. You're like,
You lost credibility.
you're like, I think, can I talk to another Brokemeyer? Like, you don't, he's not the Brokemeyer you want to talk to. You're like, you're the only one I didn't want to get. He goes, is your dad, brother, anybody else?
Yeah. Is there a John around?
Is
or
there a
something?
John Brokemeyer? Can I give him my money to him?
The H always, what's that H doing there?
Micah?
hanging off
Yeah.
for dear life?
I think it's got to have an ending. If it was MICA, it would be a problem.
Mika.
I'd like it more, I think.
No,
personally.
I think you need the H to be like,
Round it off.
we're done.
Yeah.
People need to know
Okay.
we're done.
All right.
It's a biblical
Uh,
name.
I used to work interior, remodel, and construction. I did not expect him to have that job. But I guess as a Micah, in my family, I'd imagine his family was in a different business.
Right.
They were in a real big business. And an old boss once told me to act like there was always cameras in the house. That way we would always be careful about what we said, what we did, and definitely what we touched. Do you guys act differently when you know you don't have cameras on you or are used to it? You always expect that something you say might make it on the internet. I don't think anybody really does anything too crazy. So
I said some stuff this weekend on the bus.
Yeah.
I would be careful.
Which I have on camera.
Yeah.
You're definitely aware. I mean, but it's like, I mean, when I always feel stupid if you're like, sometimes you're like, oh, I don't want to get this on camera. You're like, well, who's even watching this?
Right.
Like,
Right.
Who am I to think,
like TMZ's around the corner.
Yeah.
That should be a fun game for me. See if I could get canceled.
Yeah.
Because you have to have a certain amount of credibility.
Yeah.
I just keep saying stuff and no one cares.
Yeah.
You get canceled just because on the audacity that you think you can get canceled.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Christopher Sarnowski.
Sarnowski.
Oh, Christopher Sarnowski. That's a pretty good name.
Yeah.
Christopher Sarnowski, if that's how he says it. For as old as he is, I'm always amazed at what Big Baller Bates does not know. Listening to Bates criticize anyone who has achieved greatness is maddening. Let alone someone like Nolan Ryan. He criticized Nolan Ryan.
Yeah, we talked about this over the weekend, actually.
I don't think I did.
No, I don't think you did either.
Dusty said he saw somewhere online where people were saying Nolan Ryan was the GOAT of any sport.
Mm-hmm.
And I just said Nolan Ryan's the greatest power pitcher of all time, no doubt. He's a great pitcher. He's a Hall of Famer. But he's not the greatest. And, he has more walks than anyone in history. He led the league in walks many seasons, wild pitches.
He's cool. He got in a fight. He got all the things,
awesome.
the blood on his
awesome.
face, all those things are cool.
Yeah.
This guy just doesn't know what it's like to be friends with you. Who would someone like Nolan Ryan would then immediately bring up his downfalls. That's exactly what it is. I mean, you played dodgeball and didn't root for your own side. You just assumed there's no teams.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you went. That's pretty telling. To go, you're going, well, I didn't hit my side. Okay, that's probably a team sport now.
That was 40 minutes ago. We're still hung up on it.
I mean, it's pretty hard to get out. Like, it's pretty crazy to go. I didn't root for them once I got knocked out. You're like, I mean, that's the whole point of the
I didn't know the rules.
It's not rules. It's just humanity. You got a side that you're not trying to hit, and your thought isn't, well, I bet they're on my team. Your thought is that you hope they get hit.
Well, Nick, who's on my side, did kick me in the face with a ball. So that
was true. That was very funny. He got hit, and then I hit you too.
Yeah, you got
hit immediately.
You got double hit
on your own side. Nick tried to kick it up, and it was just.
So you're getting attacked from all angles.
Yeah. So
maybe
forgive me if I didn't know who.
Yeah, he doesn't know who's who.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but that is why. If you were friends with Nolan Ryan, you would definitely bring up the walks and all those.
I'd like to keep it real.
Yeah.
I mean, I brought up to Sonny Gray that he led the league in wild pitches when he was sitting there.
Yeah. So, a wonderful, nice human being.
It's fun, like the thought of him like not knowing the rules and getting hit by the ball from me and being like, oh, I guess that's.
He's like I said, this is all or not. Like everybody's on their own because you hit him.
Well, I took somebody to a baseball game once in their first baseball game, and it was Jackie Robinson Day. So everyone on the field had no last name on their jersey, and they were all number 42. And I have to be like, it's not always like this. It's not. They don't always all have the same number.
Yeah. Ron Shade. Aaron is nuts. Most of Jordan's records have not been beaten. Ooh, Ron Shade threw a little shade.
I know.
Ooh.
I was speaking hyperbolically. I'm sorry if I overstated things, but he has had some records broken. I don't know about most.
Hyperbroccoli.
I mean, records are made to be broken.
Hyperbroccoli.
Hyperbroccoli.
Broccoli? Is it hyperbroccoli? Like you're going to eat some hyper broccoli.
Yeah.
Like that's like a superfood.
It's a superfood. Hyperbroccoli.
I'll take some hyper broccoli, please.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We only have laid back broccoli.
Yeah, we have regular broccoli. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's mushy.
LeBron broke Michael Jordan's record for most points in the playoffs all time. And I'm sure there are a bunch of other. He still has a ton. You're right, Ron. I was wrong. I don't know if I'm nuts, but I was wrong about that.
That's again, like you just can't, some people, if you just say anything negative about Michael Jordan, they're just going to say, oh, wow.
Or Nolan Ryan.
Yeah.
I went back and watched. Did y'all ever watch Stump the Schwab on ESPN?
I do remember.
That guy died recently.
Oh, really?
The Schwab.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that show, Nick?
Mm-mm.
It was this guy who just knew everything about sports, and he knew so much that the whole game show was just, do you know more than this guy named the Schwab? And I went back and rewatched some old episodes. It's so much fun. He knows everything.
Yeah, it was a good. Yeah, I remember watching. It was a great show because it was just a regular person that thinks they know everything versus this dude that just knew. Did he ever lose?
He got stumped a couple times, I think.
Yeah.
I saw one and he got stumped. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But they're like, named the last 49 MVPs in the NHL or something. And these guys they can rattle it off, man.
Oh, it's more than one person.
It's a bunch of people competing, and they narrow it down until it's one-on-one versus the Schwab. It's fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't see that show.
And then if they beat the Schwab, they win.
They win the show.
People beat him.
Yeah, but it was
not
rarely.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's a great idea for a show.
Mm-hmm.
As they did it. Jake Tobias. That's like that show. I'm sure he gets that all the time. But he's
Arrested Development.
yeah. Wasn't there
Tobias
Tobias
Funky or something?
Yeah, Tobias. That's a good name though. Jake
David
Tobias.
Cross.
Oh, okay.
No, Jake Tobias. I was trying to do a joke, like he said, like he mispronounced the name. It's like I was trying to do
comedy.
trying, just plug it out there. I tell you what, we try every day.
Doesn't always stick, but Nick tries on here, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nate, Colin, Aaron, Richard Jewell really went under the radar for some reason. Am I the only one thinking he could have played that part superbly?
That's a security guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's just, it's great.
That one's.
It's great. It's, I mean, you're not Richard Jewell, but
That's
man.
the actor.
That's the actor that played him in the movie.
He's so funny.
Then that's what I'm thinking about. And,
But no, if I shaved my beard and I was a little bit older,
yeah.
that could be me.
It's a perfect when you call someone out and you think it's that. This is kind of perfect where it's you want it. When you say like you would see that actor and be like Aaron, and you say Aaron's name to that guy, so then Aaron looks over and sees that we think it's that guy. You want it to be. And I'm not saying that guy's bad, but you want it to be a little extreme, exaggerated of what.
Of course.
It's a perfect, if you can get, sometimes when it's too exact, it's not as funny.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's a little exaggerated where it's going to maybe hurt that person's feelings a little bit.
Yeah, that's ideal.
I mean, that's
where you get it.
It's a real
Yeah.
sweet spot.
What was the context that you called me Richard Jewell?
It was
just life. I don't remember.
Yeah, I believe that it was out of nowhere, and you're like,
Yeah.
that didn't make sense. I just wanted to say it.
You're just like,
Yeah.
shut up, Richard Jewell.
We were talking
Yeah.
about Clint Eastwood movies, and I think you called him
Oh,
Richard Jewell.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I bet Richard Jewell wasn't much older than you when that Olympic thing happened.
Really? So that was in 96.
They just looked older back
Yeah,
then.
it's awful. what they
People
to him.
Like
did
that
look
movie we
older
watched. We
back
watched
then, man.
The Cincinnati Kid this weekend, and Steve McQueen. We were way off on his
We thought he
age.
was 50,
He was 35. I think.
35.
Yeah, he was 34 when this all went down.
Oh, did he died?
Yeah.
Yeah, he died
Oh.
2007.
That's terrible. At 44.
Yeah.
What they did to him, it's awful, man.
So he was
Awful.
about your age when that happened.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. That movie's great. That guy that plays him is unbelievable.
Yeah, that guy's so funny. He's in some other movie.
Yeah.
It's impressive,
there
Nick.
you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go. They've got the
I think
Schwab over here.
You know what? I think I've seen that.
You're right.
It was definitely a movie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Lucas Dahl. Y'all's discussion on this week's podcast about where we'd be as a society if we didn't sleep had me thinking, which would you rather give up, sleeping or eating?
Sleeping.
If you gave up sleep, you'd never be tired. If you gave up sleep, you would never be tired. You could sleep, you just don't have to sleep. Same with eating. If you give up eating, you never be hungry. You could eat, you just don't have to eat to survive.
But so are you like, do you stay fit?
Let's say yes.
If you stay fit, then I would say sleeping. You just get everything done.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to probably have some form of meditation, something to kind of zone out.
Yeah.
But didn't he say you could sleep if you wanted to?
Yeah, I mean, he said, what would you give up? By the way, either one of them you gave up, it'd be really easy to give up.
Yeah.
Like there's, because if you gave up sleep, don't worry, never be tired, nothing back. And you could sleep if you want to. Eating, you're never going to be hungry, but if you want to eat, you could eat.
It's the most low pressure thought experiment ever.
Yeah,
but what if,
if you give up eating, if you're like always hungry but can't eat, that would be or if you give up sleeping, you're always tired but you can't sleep.
I think the just broad, you give up. You're like, I would rather not sleep because I can get more stuff done, or I'd rather not eat because you don't have to think about food ever again.
Yeah.
Because you never be able to enjoy.
You still have to feed your family and stuff too, though. So it's not like food's not.
They'd have to feed themselves.
Like I said, I do not store.
I do not go to the grocery store. So
yeah.
But maybe I would go.
Do you still have to sit at dinner with everyone?
I think so.
Oh, I'm sure that'd be frustrating.
I think you just gotta sit around a lot
I say a
while
lot.
people are eating.
You realize how much people eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna realize how much people sleep too.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, you could go do stuff. You could be like, when I go sleep,
What could you do?
become Batman.
Prowl around at night.
I mean, the hard part is you're not
Problem is
sleeping.
if you're not
probably
sleeping,
eating,
you're just eating all night.
and you're kind of you're fat man, fat man that has to go. He goes, I ride around at night, just his car is like a Ghostbusters car, and the siren's a little slower.
Yeah.
It's not as fast because it's. But when he gets out of the car, it starts going fast. And then when he sits back in it starts going slow again.
He just yells at criminals from inside the car, never gets out. Hey guys, cut it out.
Is that the guy that doesn't sleep? Go to bed. Yeah. Courtney Lore. I thought a bottle episode was where the entire episode takes place in one room.
Yeah, I looked that up. I was wrong about that.
Is that right?
Yeah, I said that with a lot of confidence too.
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot of lessons last week. It's about my behavior. And I want to apologize to everybody.
Yeah. Derek Jackson, Nate, what are your thoughts on prop comics? Are there any prop comics that really make you laugh, or do you not consider them true comedians? No, I do. I think Carrot Top is unreal. I don't think he's a comedian. He's doing an act. It's an act. It's a mix of this. People can do acts. What they call if you can go up there and stand alone.
What about guitars?
Yeah. Again, just mean.
Yeah.
He's mean.
I'm known as the mean one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just all day long.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Bully Bates.
Yeah. Bully Bates.
Yeah. I mean, people do call sometimes the guitar a prop.
Yeah. Nick goes up on stage with a guitar. I love it. So I don't think it, because it's not really a prop. You're doing jokes and you go alone.
Yeah.
I mean, I've watched you do, it's like, it's not like you can't. I would say, it's not like you couldn't go up there. I mean, I think even like Carrot Top, like his thing is that, but I think Carrot Top could be funny without everything. But you want to go see all the stuff. I was always a big fan of Carrot Top.
I saw him like not that long. I mean, 6 years ago or something, but it was great.
In Las Vegas, part of that residency.
Yeah, and we got tickets, and he's the nicest guy. Me and my friend that were doing a show there got tickets from our agents, right? And then in the middle of the show, he goes, and I hear there's a couple other comedians out here that, and he walked out because he's sponsored by some like, what are those like cinnamon whiskeys or whatever?
Fireball,
but something like Fireball. And he walks out with two of them and he gives them to us and he had a drink with us in the audience.
Oh, that's cool.
And then like went back on stage.
Wow. That's awesome.
And then he let us come back to his green room, which was funny because there was a drum set in the corner and a bartender. And like a lot of like, posters and all these things. But he was just sitting there playing drums and we're all hanging out in the green room. Which is funny because it's not like sitting around playing guitar.
No.
Yeah.
It's definitely taken over the room.
Yeah. What's that? Yeah.
Thanks for the tickets. Jamming
That
out.
is very funny.
When you have a residency for years at a place, you probably put some weird stuff in your green room.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
set it up.
I mean,
this is my house, basically.
And it's so fun. I mean, the Vegas residency, I did the Laugh Factory there once, and they kind of run it like what a stage show is like. And they are just like 5 minutes, everyone in places. You go on stage, you get off stage at the exact time. All these people are working to get the show going. It's really fun.
Yeah.
It's got to be a really great thing. And he seemed like I think he tries out a couple new props every week.
Yeah.
Like he's still working on ideas and stuff.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
He was really funny, and he had some real current stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your story's not current about him, but
Yep.
yeah.
He had some current stuff 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be still doing that stuff. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, I bet he does. Yeah. I think I would love to see a show.
He seemed like a guy that's not happy being lazy. Like he's
Well, yeah, he's like big, he works out. Like, yeah, he's an active dude.
Aaron, you want to tell us about AG1?
It's important to me that the supplements I take are of the highest quality, and that's why the past 2 years I've been drinking AG1. Unlike many supplement brands, AG1's constantly searching for how to do things better. At 52 iterations of their formula and counting, their team is always trying to find better ways to source, test, and aim to find the best quality ingredients available. So many people have asked me if AG1 actually is the real deal, and trust me, there's a reason we've been drinking it for so long. Quality for AG1 isn't just a buzzword. It's a commitment backed by expert-led scientific research, high-quality ingredients, industry-leading manufacturing, and rigorous testing. At each step of the process, AG1 goes above and beyond industry standards. I know I can trust what's in every scoop of AG1 because it's tested for 950 contaminants and banned substances, while the industry standard typically only tests for 10. Taking care of my health should not be complicated, and AG1 simplifies this by covering my nutritional bases and setting myself up for success in just 60 seconds. Their ingredients are heavily researched for efficacy and quality, and I love that every scoop also includes prebiotics, probiotics, and digestive enzymes for gut support. We've partnered with AG1 for so long because they make up such a high quality product that I genuinely look forward to drinking every day. So if you want to replace your multivitamin and more, start with AG1. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first subscription at drinkag1.com/Nate. That's drinkag1.com/Nate. Check it out.
All right.
You ever seen the Norm Macdonald Man Great ads that he did?
No.
He had one sponsor. I don't think you can play him the language in him, but
Yeah.
he had one sponsor for his podcast that was the Man Great or the Man Grill or something, whatever it's called. And they stopped. They wouldn't let him do it anymore because he was being so like the ads were just so hilarious. Like they were hilarious, but not good for the product. But it made it even bigger. I mean, it became one of his biggest watched videos. And then I even see him get interviewed about it. And he's like, yeah, they pulled it. And the week that they pulled it, he still did the ad.
Yeah.
But if you ever have time, you got to watch the supercut of it. It is so funny.
Yeah.
It's just a tool that cleans the grate of your grill.
No, there's a grate, but it comes with a tool that just hearing you say that makes me laugh knowing the way that he would say it. So funny.
Well, this week could not have worked out better. I was already planning to do an episode on fashion, but with Dusty here. And then Dusty had a scheduling conflict and couldn't make it. And I mean, who could have been better to have on this episode?
Nick Thune.
Maybe
You're
Ralph
saying
Lauren.
Nick is more
Ralph
fashionable than Dusty?
He knows the
In his
most.
own
You
way.
don't have
Just-
to throw Dusty under the
that's
bus to,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Dusty's got a style.
It does have a style.
Yeah. That's the one type of fashion is like some people decide this is my look.
Yeah.
You know, like hat, t-shirt, jeans, anywhere I go, expect it.
Mhm.
You know?
How much thought do you guys put into your wardrobe for your shows?
Oh, for the
I do.
shows is different.
Yeah.
You mean not just every day, like for a
Well,
big show?
Yeah, because you're conveying a certain thing on stage and,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like certain people wear suits if it fits their style of comedy.
Right.
I always try to dress very nice, and but I always try to wear. I always wanted to wear something that's not too showy. It's very nice, and I would want, you know, the wives in the crowd to be like, "Oh, I could buy that for my husband." It would like I don't want to wear anything that no one could not wear.
Mhm.
You know, so it's like you wear something that's just, you know, as you know, and as the shows got bigger, you know, you're doing clubs, I'd wear hoodies, and you slowly you just kind of move up, and then as you get to more and more higher stuff, you end up just being like, yeah, you look like with a little purpose, like you know. And I do like clothes. I like, you know, I get tired of the same thing. In my head, I want to wear the same thing every day, But I would get tired of the same thing.
Also, in your position where you're in front of so many people, you know, like you got to make sure that it like fits right. That it, because when you're on stage and you feel uncomfortable at all, it really throws. You know?
Oh yeah.
But my goal is to wear something that people in the audience are like, where would you even get something like that?
Yeah.
But not like crazy, like
right.
No, yeah.
But like we don't know where you got that. We don't know how.
Yeah.
Have you always been into fashion?
Yeah, but never like good. I didn't always have good taste in fashion.
Yeah.
You know, like when I was younger, things that I thought were cool were not cool.
Like what?
I mean, like my senior year in high school, and now it's kind of cool, but I wore boat shoes the whole year, my senior year in high school, with like, I wore swimsuit and boat shoes. And like, that was my look.
To school?
Yeah.
To class?
Yeah.
A swimsuit?
And boat shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just my thing. I liked it.
You're peacocking.
My dad wore boat shoes, and I loved them. I thought they looked so cool.
Yeah.
And now boat shoes are back. Like people like penny loafers, boat shoes, those types of things are like really in right now.
No socks.
No socks. No,
Yeah.
no.
Have you ever wore socks?
Yeah, I always wear socks unless they're leather shoes. Leather shoes.
You didn't wear socks this weekend.
That's just a hilarious question.
Oh yeah, but those I'm wearing leather shoes.
Oh,
though.
I see.
If you're wearing leather, it won't smell. But if you're wearing anything other than leather, it's going to smell.
Really? Your leather shoes won't smell?
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to try that out.
It
I think I can.
Test
I
it.
think I can change how you think about that.
Yeah, you should.
Okay.
You should try it out because my shoes end up smelling bad all the time, and then I found that like, oh, the leather doesn't.
Wow. Okay. The soul of it all.
Like if I were to wear a pair of tennis shoes today with no socks, by the end of the day they would be ruined.
Yeah, it's a mess.
It would be horrible. They would feel horrible. Put a leather shoe on. I wear most of my leather shoes. I never wear socks.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't feel weird? You get used to it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, that's like if you're wearing, I mean, I do like to wear a nice like sock if I'm wearing like slacks or something. It looks nice, but you don't have to, like, especially in the summer, it's nice to not wear socks.
Yeah.
If you have the right pant on.
Mhm.
The thing about that too is how long your pants are, because there's so many different ways to wear pants. You know, like if you go in and you're like, I want my pants hemmed, they'll show you like 3 different options. Like, do you want it to sit above your shoe? Do you want it to just crease one time on your shoe? Do you want to fold it? You know, like there's all these different things. So like, depending on the shoe and the sock and everything, that's where you get your pant length. Pant length.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Is that what a boot cut is?
Boot cut is a wider base. So a boot cut is going to be like not tapered, but mostly boot cuts are kind of out.
Like a bell bottom.
Yes, a very minimal bell bottom.
Okay.
But one secret that I always have that I like with my pants, and this is something that people have taken from me,
You're right. He is better than Dusty.
Yeah.
With this. Yeah.
is if you, like any pair of pants that you have, if you were to take them in and just have them fitted, it costs $15, $20. They're always going to feel better. But if you want the bottoms to, like, if you have a straight leg and you don't want to wear tapered pants, but you want them to be like neater, you go take it in from the knee down on the inseam, 3/4 of an inch. And they basically just from the inseam down from the knee, 3/4 of an inch, and it just makes it fit better.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that to all of my pants, and all of them fit like, oh, this is great. Like, because in a way, instead of shopping over and over and spending a lot of money, why don't you buy one nice thing and have it fitted well, and then you can wear it with everything.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah, getting fitted. There was a guy that talked about getting his golf pants fitted, and it was funny. He did a video, Eric Andersling, which he does a lot of great golf stuff. But I remember seeing this, and I told him because I saw a video where he just did a random video where he goes, people always ask like why his golf pants look so good, and he was like, I just take them to get fitted. I mean, it's like, you know, it's like $4 or something, whatever it is. And I never thought about that with golf pants, and now that's what I do. And you're like, oh yeah, and it is fitted pants that's a big secret. You could take your whole wardrobe and just fit your pants and have stuff taken in, and you go from sloppy to nice.
even, I mean, this is, people are gonna be like, this is lame, but even t-shirts, you know, like the length of a t-shirt, the way it falls on you, you're talking like if a t-shirt is an inch longer than what's good, you're adding 15, 20 pounds onto your body just by looks. Whereas if it's the right length, then it is actually concealing and it's fitting you better, you know? So like if you have shirts that you wear, how many times are you going to wear a t-shirt? When you buy a shirt that you like, how many times will you wear it? For 3-4 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you take it in one time and have them fit it right. And then you go out and now you got a 3-4 years that you're never uncomfortable wearing it. Because I do have t-shirts that I'm like, oh, this one makes me look like I can see my stomach way more than, this shirt or something.
Yeah.
I bet that's tough on you.
It can be hard. Yeah. But I get through it. I've got my own support.
I like a shirt. Boy, if it's down to my knees, I'd be all right. I'm starting to wear bigger stuff because we have a weight thing. I don't know if you're doing good, but I'm off the rails still.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
Good. I'm going to get a head start on it.
Oh, you've been doing good?
Yeah, I've been doing okay.
Oh.
You need to alter the rules though,
Why?
because you're starting at a different. Is the rules you got to get down to 165 or you got to lose 30 pounds? Because those are two different things.
They
now.
are. I was.
Y'all are starting at the same spot now.
Yeah.
No, that's
I think I'm close to 2.
Oh,
I saw
man.
2 last night, but I had shoes on. I told you I'd never.
That's when you start doing calculations
Yeah.
like that. You're like,
Last
wow.
night it was a 200, and I had shoes on. I did it at the very end of the night. This morning was 195, but it's not. It's bad.
Yeah. You never weigh yourself at night.
I know. I just wanted to see 200.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all should just race to 225.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
more
what
interesting.
Eric said. That'd be more fun. Is who? Yeah. That would actually be a great one. You're trying to go down to 225. I'm trying to go up to 225.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For one of you, that'd be a lot of fun.
Oh, I'd have it.
Oh,
Well, who
yeah.
do you think's trying to get up to 225?
You.
Okay.
That would,
I thought you were saying it like you were like, well, it's funny, like you didn't know.
Like,
You
yeah.
go. Yeah. I mean, it would be easy. I could get there. I might get there.
2 more
I don't-
weekends.
I mean, yeah.
No.
I mean, it's a problem, dude. I mean, I am a problem.
but so with
I
your,
sat in a long McDonald's line last night after Huntsville, ate McDonald's way home, and then drove over to Dairy Queen. And
that's why you wanted to drive home alone.
yeah, I drove home alone, then drove to Dairy Queen because they had one right next to it. And the line was just too long where I go, come on, you can't be doing this.
Yeah.
And then went and had to take some back roads. Got out, peed near a trash can like just a wild animal.
Like a guy that didn't just sell out an arena.
Oh, I mean, I was like, I go down this other way of leaving Huntsville. And last night, everybody took the bus back. And then I like to, it's close drive. I'll just drive alone just so there's no talking. I can just mind my own business. Go to McDonald's and Dairy Queen, no judgment. And like a Planet Fitness inside, alone in a car. And then I go, and I was like going down these back ways, and it was like kind of an industrial area.
Yeah.
And I kind of had to pee, and I was like, I'm gonna just, I was like, I mean, I'm just in the middle of now. I was like, well, I'll just pee right. This is easier than,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, just like a wild animal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was doing a show for 10,000 people an hour ago.
Yeah, we went out of the way one night to find Waffle House like at 2 a.m. Drove to another state.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything better than 2 a.m. Waffle House,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, it was
just-
good,
It
man.
never disappoints.
It was good.
the All-Star special.
Yeah, it's in Biloxi. They had 100 Waffle Houses. And so Stroop ordered it for us all and then picked one that was 20 minutes
You got to
away
go
from
over
us.
to the Gulf of Mexico.
We had
Yeah.
to drive past 3 Waffle Houses to
Yeah.
get to this Waffle House.
We went past, 3, did a U-turn, had to get on the highway. I don't know how he picked the one that's farthest, couldn't be farther away.
The funny thing was we turn around and he's like, no, it's really close. And then we all we could like see he's holding the GPS and it's saying to merge onto a highway.
Yeah.
And we're
I see
like,
the word
"What?"
merge. I go, Derek, do I see the word merge on your phone? Like, how are we getting on? We're driving. There's a Waffle House you could throw a rock from
Yeah.
at that hotel.
Mhm.
Yeah. But, he ordered it. So he did some. He did do
Yeah.
that.
No,
We
that's
appreciate
nice.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't pay for it. Wait, did he pay? No. I think Julian was supposed to pay for it. Julian won money at the casino.
Yeah.
I don't know who paid for it.
You just pitch in with your 34 cents.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The thing about clothes too, though, I was just thinking before that run was like, you have clothes that fit you at certain weights that are in your closet that you see when you go through it, and you're like, oh
Mhm.
God, I wish I was at that
Yeah.
one right now.
You go, like one day.
Yeah,
One day will
yeah.
be
Don't throw that out. One day
Oh,
I'll be able to get
dude,
into that
that's where I
thing.
could tell. I have these 2 Florida State shirts, that are like the Nike Under Armour kind of shirts, long sleeve. And so I got them when I did the show there. And so I wear them a lot, like on the bus at night. I wear shorts and that shirt. And I mean, those shirts were always like my favorite shirts. They're big, they're whatever. And I mean, it's insane. They're not as comfortable. And that shirt has never not been comfortable.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I'm out of my mind that I'm up to where this shirt, like I put it on and I can tell, when I put a shirt on, I can tell it doesn't have to be on. I can have it once it is kind of hits my shoulders. I can be like, this is no good.
Yeah.
Like I need to be slipping in it. Where I've been wearing, there's this one Madewell
those sweatshirts.
they're oversized and it's cool that they're oversized. And those
They just fit regularly.
I tell you what, if you want to look nice and you're in a position like I'm in where your body stinks, shop at Madewell. They're very basic looking t-shirts, but they're cool and they look stylish.
They're
and they're
crew neck
oversized
sweatshirts.
Yeah. Oh man. And you can, the t-shirts too are very oversized and big, and it's just a very comfortable. It's when you're wearing a big.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
That woman right there.
Yeah,
that's what he's got.
Yeah.
So they have Madewell men.
They got Madewell men. You probably have to order it. But yeah. I think with I do have, for when I go out on the road, I have a stylist, Amber. And because she did all my, because when you do specials, you do have a stylist. I would take that stuff seriously. I know it's hard for comics to take it seriously, and it might not seem like I care about it, but I do care about it because I do think it's like when you start doing stuff and you start doing big arenas and people are spending money to come see you as an act, I think you should appropriately look like the act that they should see.
Also, people like dress a way if they know they're going to be seen in public, right?
Yeah.
Well, what if you're the only person that 10,000 people are seeing for an hour?
Yeah.
You'd probably
probably
want to look good.
Yeah. And so Amber's done all my stuff. And I mean, she's on Instagram and we've posted a lot of stuff. She does a lot of Nashville, a lot of country music. But I mean, all my stuff is like stuff I can easily wear once I'm done off tour.
And Nick's done some stuff for you when
Nick
you went to
has.
Alaska.
Yeah.
He helped you pick out some stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We went. Are we going to show that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it right here.
Yeah, we did.
Nick, do you do you have a fashion line?
I mean, I have designed some shirts that I have made just with my art on it.
Yeah.
But t-shirts. But no, I don't have a line. But I do enjoy fashion. I do have a lot of relationships with people that own stores that I go to, and I wanted to take Nate shopping for to go on the road because he sent me a PDF of these are the 6 kind of outfits that are rotating or whatever at the time. And I was like, well, why don't we go, why don't we try and get you some nicer things that, you can wear that you'll feel really good. And look at him in that.
That does. I think I like that more now than I did at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Small town sheriff look. Yeah, I like that look right there. You do look like a true detective next season.
It's I definitely think I like these looks more now than I because as I get older, as it really you really I've learned as you get older, it's you feel better when you're not like a slob. I mean, I'm wearing athletic gear has gotten pretty nice though now. But it's but even if I wear athletic gear all the time or golf stuff all the time, sometimes you're I do want to, if I have jeans on and something that's kind of fun and looks good, you just feel all right, well, I feel good.
Athleisure, is it's people travel in it. They got people are if I get a matching top and bottom, it looks good. I mean, I wear athletic pants with velvet shoes. Yeah. Because it's if you can make it look good and make it look like you're just oh, this guy's just wearing what he has and putting it together. That's a fashion in its own. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a look. I'm wearing those boots right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a big day.
No socks.
see, look, you look that sweatshirt looks great on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bought a whole bunch of stuff from this, and then I was like, "Where did it all go?" And you go, "Oh, I sent it to my brother."
Yeah, that shirt's good. I didn't know I was buying stuff that day.
You didn't have to.
Well, yeah, I felt like I had to. He made me. He go shoot this, and then
I thought you liked this stuff.
I did, but
It's just being nice.
it was you said in front of the guy, you go, yeah, you just buy all this stuff. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm buying all this stuff. And then I bought it all. I might have been skinnier then. That shirt does look good.
This is snake oil provisions, by the way, in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Now, where did you buy that outfit, Nate?
I bought that at a women's store, actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was shopping with my girlfriend, and I was like, actually, I'm surprised they made it this big.
And yeah, it's funny as I did not wear what.
No,
Yeah.
you were shopping for the Tonight Show, and then I go, just don't wear a hoodie with a blazer.
Yeah.
And then that's what he
I did.
throws on.
Actually, my stylist Amber was not. Yeah, she was not thrilled about that one either. I went kind of rogue on that one, and I was like, "This is good." I think I would appreciate more. You tell you a lot of it with fashion is what you wear. Yeah, I mean it's crazy. I wore it wasn't. No one was happy about that.
It's like you're wearing a hooded sweatshirt. You're like, God, I'm kind of cold. Does anyone have a jacket? All we have is this blazer. All right.
Let me tell you why though. It's because of my body.
Yeah.
When you're not like, for the hot second I was skinny on the last special. I mean, you can wear anything.
Mm-hmm.
You wear you do not care what you're wearing. So your body, you're like a mannequin. So you can put anything on a mannequin and you're like, wow, that looks cool. But when your body starts getting a little lumpy, well, then you're like, well, now where's everything fitting? And you feel very uncomfortable.
Right. That's when you have things that are, fitted, that are roomier, that are better. That
yes.
Also, when you wear if you're uncomfortable with your body and you wear a t-shirt and it's a thin cotton poly blend or whatever t-shirt, it's not going to look good. It's gonna bend and rest. But if you get like a heavy shirt, like those Hanes like heavy shirts that they have, like those t-shirts are great for people that are uncomfortable with their body because they don't like fold and go around, like they hold a shape. And that's what you want to hold, is that shape. And if you have it so that it fits your shoulders well.
Aaron, you want to write that
down? If you have it so it fits your shoulders well, it'll even make you look a little muscular.
Well,
can you spell that?
Hanes.
H.
A couple of months ago.
I mean, I'm going to go buy that shirt.
Aaron and I were out in Tacoma, Washington, and we had a woman, a fan of the podcast, who's a stylist, wants to hook us up with some clothes. And I think, I know I am. I think you were both wearing those on stage.
Yeah, I went and bought more of the stuff that she picked out for us. I think it
looks nice.
You
look very good this weekend.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's all
Brian
the stuff that she.
Oh, really? Brian looked very, very nice this weekend.
Yeah, all those were stuff she picked out.
It's all about we just live our whole life. I think you and I are like Brian. Like you're just in this comfort zone of clothes, and you feel silly even taking a chance or branching out at all.
Totally.
It just takes somebody going, try this on.
Yeah.
Like, I would never have grabbed that off a rack.
Yeah.
I would never been in a store where that was even an option.
Yeah.
No.
So it just takes somebody going.
I tell you what, I think it'd
this.
be a great gift for your husband. Was Father's Day coming up? Right?
I think so.
Like that'd be, but it's like if you did like go get them and like, we're going to buy you one fitted outfit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just get it tailored. And it's not, and I think too, is like, cause I think you think all this stuff is going to be super expensive and all this. It can be, but then also there's a world like when the golf guy did it, the fit, he's like, yeah, you go to a dry cleaner. It's like, it's really nothing to get us. And you could go get something old that you like and just get it fitted to where you're comfortable. And then you're like, you're back in business and it will look like new clothes.
One thing that I always suggest is when you see somebody that's wearing something you like, just ask them.
I mean, I'm not going to do that.
Why not? If you want to
I'm
have
not doing that. That's Nick tells you to do that.
You know who also does that though? Like a lot of times, women for like when they're buying, I'll get messages from women
Well,
like,
that's
"Hey,
that's
where
racist.
could I get my husband that jacket you're wearing? Like, where can I get
yeah.
jackets like that for my husband?
Typical women comments. but
Yeah, where can I make my husband look more like you?
Yeah.
Have you ever?
That's what you tell them. You go. You can't.
Yeah, it's
Sweetheart, you
really tough.
can't. You call everybody sweetheart. And then
Have you ever seen a TV show or a movie that's influenced you to buy something based on it looked cool in that movie?
Talented Mr. Ripley.
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
I believe it too.
Yeah.
What Jude Law
Jude
was
Law,
wearing?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I one time said that. Like I went out shopping for that outfit for a Tonight Show appearance.
Yeah.
I heard a woman
Great
say,
outdoor. The old 96er t-shirt.
Yeah.
I heard
Beetlejuice.
yeah. Charlie Sheen and 2.5 Men.
Yeah.
Love bowling shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I got into that.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh.
I did go.
Your
through-
act would be very
I
different.
went through it would be. For
You would
sure.
have that would be that's like a scenario if someone you listen to this, that would be mad. Your act in a bowling shirt would be you'd have to be a different comic.
Yeah.
Your persona and everything about
Oh,
you would
yeah.
be different.
Yeah. I went through a Hawaiian shirt phase for a while.
Yeah, and you're a mix of like you like kind of goofy stuff. You wear
A little
Walmart slides.
A little bit, not
Yeah.
not on stage or anything, but just around.
Yeah. But you get older, and then again when you start doing comedy, start headlining. I tell a lot of comics, I'm like, there's a point when people are there to see you. You don't. I'm not saying go buy a tuxedo. It's like just look. You almost would be unnoticeable. Sometimes nice is almost unnoticeable.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go up there, people don't even really think about it because you're like, I'm taking the pressure off my. That's why Seinfeld wears a suit. That's why a lot of people do wear a suit. I would like to wear a suit, because it's just like, all right, the suit. Someone goes, he's wearing a suit, looks good, and you're just focusing on what the person's saying.
Mhm.
You're not thinking about their outfit anymore because it's not crazy or whatever.
Mhm.
Sometimes you'll wear something pretty bold. Like there's one with the flowers.
The flower jacket, that I wore in the SNL picture. That jacket, I love that jacket, the way it fits.
You have some loud, like hooded sweatshirts that you.
I've always liked loud, growing up, I liked shoes that looked crazy. I loved the most outlandish, any basketball shoe that looked insane was my favorite.
Bowling shoes? Did you ever wear those around?
No, I didn't wear that. I wasn't that cool. I wasn't, hip.
like see that watch right there, like that. Definitely
that.
Wow.
inspired.
Wow. How about that?
Mhm.
Brian, what about you? Was there a movie or a TV show that
Gunsmoke. I remember there was a phase where
Bonanza?
I did look up some movies that influenced fashion.
Andy Griffith show.
Yeah.
You go, I want to look like everybody on that show.
I just want to wear all
Can't
black
be-
and white.
Yeah. They go, you ever see Floyd? Yeah. He goes, at the barbershop? No, when Floyd goes out and does some dinner
the town.
stuff. On the town.
I know.
Yeah.
I like where you were going though. It's like I just want to, all black and white colors like they were wearing. They're like, well, that
It
was.
was black and white.
I want to dress
TV.
like Barney when he went to Mount Pilot on a date.
Yeah.
Yeah. Floyd Lawson.
Yeah.
No, what did I? When the Risky Business came out, Ray-Bans went way up in sales.
Oh,
Tom
yeah.
Cruise wore them in Risky Business, and then there was a couple, and I thought Dusty's going to jump out. Dusty's a huge John Travolta fan.
Really?
Yeah, you wouldn't think it, would you?
Yeah.
He loves John Travolta, seen all his movies,
That's crazy.
and there's a couple that John Travolta influenced. What's the first one? Saturday Night Fever or
Grease.
Staying Alive?
Grease.
But Staying Alive and Saturday Night Fever are they're the same character. I can't remember which one came first, but it's about disco in the
Yeah.
late 70s.
Yeah.
And the 3-piece polyester suit that he wore in that movie, everybody started wearing those to disco. And then
disco.
the late 70s. And then
Said like my
Oh,
grandfather
that's- yeah.
when they went out to the discotheque.
Yeah.
Biblioteca. No, that's a library. Sorry, everybody.
and then
Talking about this suit right here?
yeah.
With the white, with the okay.
You got to have a body for
People
that
actually
suit, though.
wore that?
Yeah, but you got to have a body for that suit, dude. You
Oh,
know what my
yeah.
body would look like in that suit? I mean, I would be so embarrassed.
Like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Oh my gosh, it would just
like
be
the Michelin Man.
like a lot of people going.
Butt's
Did you
big
leave?
like,
Yeah, they're like, did you leave the tag on? You're like, nah, that's my nipples. They got. It's just no one can tell. They're just confused. Is there? Did you take the? They don't think so.
There you are.
Yeah. I mean, just that. Actually, I wish I looked like that. I wish I looked like the Michelin
The guy in the
Man.
upper left-hand corner.
There's actually consistency with his body. I have no consistency. I mean, I would kill to look like that. Oh man, he looks unbelievable.
Look at those shoulders.
Yeah, you just wouldn't know what you're getting. That's the thing. Is when I wear something, you just see a different size.
Look at the original mission.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
And then when he did the movie Urban Cowboy, it made cowboy looks like popular.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think a single movie can influence culture in that same way now? I feel like it can't. There's just so much going on.
What's that? I think TikTok did. Like, what's that video of that girl dancing wearing goth? It's like Addams Family or something like that. And it's like,
I don't know.
It's like she does a crazy dance, and
Yeah.
I think it's like Addams Family. Like I don't know if it's Addams
Wednesday or something.
Family. Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Like I feel like I bet people start wearing those like gothy dresses, and then those big pants. I mean, they're still fashion. So it's like I think these people.
Yeah, but like you said, Tom Cruise wore Ray-Bans
Yeah.
in a movie, and it shot up Ray-Bans.
Well, there's that would be I think more. There's no movie star. There's not a movie star anymore. So there's not someone to do that with. But the trends are more broad because there's no one that's, But I mean, Taylor Swift wore Ray-Bans. I think Ray-Bans would, But now they would give people, they probably ruin it too because they would give them the brand. They would give them like a line in their brand, which kind of ruins it. You're like, the point is like Tom Cruise wore Ray-Bans that I can buy instead of going to buy Tom Cruise's Ray-Bans.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Where now Tom Cruise is like, buy my Ray-Ban. It's the idea that you're like, no, I just want to buy something that's.
Well, he had the Ray-Bans at Top Gun too.
Yeah.
He probably does own a stake in Ray-Bans at some level.
Maybe.
But he doesn't promote, like, he's done commercials.
The thing is those look like Ray-Bans, but they're probably like Oliver Peoples or some sort of like higher brand.
Oliver Peoples.
I mean, that's just like a really expensive glasses.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
I thought Ray-Bans top of the line.
Yeah.
No.
That's as good as it gets.
You know what? Top of the line.
Ray-Bans is pretty mid.
DraftKings. Hey, NBA Finals are here. Right?
That was horrible.
Well, I just had to jump in there. I mean, we're NBA Finals are here.
Yeah, it's gonna be and they're gonna be great.
Celtics,
Super fun.
Mavericks.
Mavericks.
Who you got, Aaron?
I like the Mavericks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick?
Celtics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Mavericks too. I mean, but the more I think the Mavericks, the more I kind of then lean to Celtics because I think Celtics weirdly have more to prove. I think
It's going to be a great series.
it's going to be fun.
And it starts Thursday night. Celtics are favored at home for game one, 6.5 points, according to DraftKings. So new customers can go and get a no sweat bet. Hey, we're talking about sweating earlier.
There
That's
you go.
perfect. No
When
sweat
does it start? Tonight?
Thursday. Up to $1,500. No sweat bet. Just deposit at least $5 and you'll get a bonus bet back equal to your first bet if it doesn't hit. That's incredible.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code Nateland. That's code Nateland for new customers to get a no sweat bet. You could put that 34 cents, put it on that bet, no sweat. You could do it all the way up to $1,500 if your first bet doesn't hit. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Or in West Virginia, visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. One no sweat bet per new customer. Issued as one bonus bet based on amount of initial losing bet. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.co/bball for eligibility, wagering, and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources.
Did oh man, what was I going to say? Oh, but but you said like those could be nicer sunglasses. But surprisingly enough, I've noticed, as like now that I do have to, pick clothes up when you do the SNL, like you're doing a lot of fittings and a lot of stuff like that. But a lot of stuff is not crazy. Like it's not a crazy, you always think everything on TV is going to be like, well, you can't even get that. A lot of stuff is, you'll be surprised, won't be that expensive. I wear a lot of marine layer. Marine layer is very nice. But it's not anything, you would think like sometimes it could be a shirt that's like, well, this is some crazy whatever. Yeah. And it's like, it's not as much as you think. Like I was surprised there's, you said about a Hanes t-shirt. Mm-hmm. Well, and again, if you have the right body, let me tell you, go work out. Because I trust me, my body's, I'm hiding everything. I got black on top of black, just in case you can see through. Just Superman, X-ray vision. I want him to have one more struggle. It's do you what do you wear? Like, do you not feel you can be a different?
I found a T-shirt I like, Comfort Colors T-shirt. Comfort Colors. Mm-hmm. I like the way they feel. I bought like
you're a big guy. I think
like
your body.
10 of them.
Your body is better because you're just a big dude. Like Derek Stroop, he tucks his shirt in on stage.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Everything's about everything, but it works. It looks fine. It looks,
It works for his personality.
It does. Yeah. It works terrifically.
He looks like a coach that blew a gasket. And then he had to go out on stage. Yeah.
Finding something that's like a t-shirt that works, like Pro Sports Club is a t-shirt brand. You ever seen them? On eBay, it's like $4 a t-shirt. Like this is that. I buy like all of, and it's $4, super easy. You can get them like heavy duty. They fit great. They got like a big collar. They look kind of cool. But
I would say most fashion is really just, it's like anything, just paying attention. Like it's not like a lot of times someone's buying something that's, it's not like they know something you don't know. They just are trying. Like it's like if you want to go through a line quicker, it's like if you go to the airport, you just pay attention and go like, all right, well, I know the one in the middle is the one everybody's going to because most people are not paying attention. Yeah. Well, if I just pay attention, I'll just go over here and there's one little line over here that no one's paying. It's that. It's kind of that.
It's also knowing once you get old enough to know like, oh, I need like if I have like 3 t-shirts and I'm traveling, that'll be good for the whole time. And that way I don't have to like change shirts over and over and over again. The same color, very simple, keep it classic.
I've been trying to do like, I wear those Madewell t-shirts and then I got a few pairs of pants, these blue Delta. They're like Mississippi company and
someone commented on them this week. You wore them in Biloxi, I think.
Yeah.
Someone commented that she said to her husband or vice versa, he's wearing blue Delta. Yeah, because we were in Mississippi. But I've been wearing them now. They got some very comfortable pants. And they do a fitted thing. And but like so I've been wearing those like and I wore them on stage because they do look great. And then but yeah, it's a lot of I don't know. They're just nice and you like a consistent. I don't know. As you get older, it's like you feel better going out. If you're just like you're kind of put together. We got 3 different decades here of growing up. You and Nate are essentially the same age, so I just want to go over these a little bit to see if you guys were ever in these phases. Mm-hmm. We'll skip mine. Essentially the same. We are the same. Age. Well, he's 44. Yeah, but you're about to be 40. When? December. Yeah, like 7th. 8th. Wow. There's a lot of I got a lot of December.
When is Brian's birthday?
November 3rd.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Now he mentions his birthday on stage.
If I'm wrong.
Oh yeah, that's
my birthday too.
I really bring that down.
Do you have a couple birthdays?
I think
are you August?
You're spring, right?
That's right.
When are you?
Is your birthday spring?
November 13th.
Yeah, he's
10 days that's right. Yeah, my dad's the 12th.
Yeah.
Okay, November 13th, 12th. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're good at. My mom's really good at birthdays numbers. I think I got a little bit of.
We're horrible about it in our family. I think that is a family thing.
My mom's birthday is today.
Oh, happy birthday!
Speaking of this, happy birthday to my wonderful mom.
Yeah.
June 3rd. So I think we're going to have a little dinner tonight. Very fun. Happy birthday! We love you, Mom. Maybe some McDonald's. Yeah.
Maybe Derek.
I'll try to talk her into it.
Yeah.
All right, so for the 80s, when I grew up, leg warmers. We've only talked about men's style, but leg warmers were big.
Leg warmers.
Yeah, for women.
Like socks that go up real high.
Yeah. So you wore these.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wore these to school.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
They're purely decorative, or are they actually to warm your legs?
I
Because you
think
can just
they're-
wear pants, right?
I think it started off to literally warm your legs, but they just became decorative. People just.
Yeah, but I bet they still warmed your legs. Like if you want to wear
Yeah, I'm sure they kept
Yeah.
those calves pretty warm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But when would you need your calves warm and your thighs not?
I mean, at nighttime, I'd like to keep my calves warm and my thighs.
Well, this is
They
where
get a little
people's
overheated, I think.
When
Yeah.
they start sweating. Can you imagine you do
Yeah.
that? You got one, you're like, you put them on and just like, are your leggings wet? You're like, I sweat. That's where I sweat.
Put Botox in there.
There's a
Maybe you
Botox.
shouldn't wear
Yeah.
thick wool leggings.
Yeah.
then.
You think that's why they get hot?
It's hard to tell.
Imagine like you have to pull them down. She's like, I'm hot.
Oh, okay. Now
That's like if you wear hat. Sometimes you can wear a nice, like in Seinfeld, Costanza, when he wore the hat, you can wear a hat sometimes and you're like, it really does bottle up the heat. And you can feel,
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
you feel warm.
Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's 80% of your heat coming out of your head.
I think I could be moving into a vest phase because of my body. Because I'm not embarrassed by my arms.
Sweater vest?
No. Oh, good. No. Have you ever seen your mind, dude?
like
I
a,
wore.
like a tactical vest.
Yeah. I mean, just something bulky, like a construction site.
A
vest.
lot of pockets.
Life jacket.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, but you wear a vest and it covers up. You feel better right in here.
Yeah.
I think I'm also in a phase. I'm getting my stomach out a little bit farther than my chest, and that helps. That's where a bigger guy looks good.
What have you ever?
Like Sopranos. Then Tony Soprano.
What are you talking about?
His stomach was so big,
Yeah.
he looks good without a shirt on because it's just he's so fat.
That's what you're going for?
I mean, I'm in between right now.
at some
I can go
point,
one. I need to pick a lane and choose. Obviously, to live longer, I should choose the one route.
Right.
But I mean, I'm close to. I can feel myself close to being like, all right,
Let's just lean in.
let's just lean into it, and then like, so I just start lifting weights, and you just become you're kind of fat.
Barrel chest.
Yeah, just kind of
Yeah.
fat, strong.
the thing about that too is that because like you were saying about Derek, how he tucks his shirt in and he just embraces it, and
Yeah.
that looks good. It looks great, right?
Yeah.
But it's that like everybody wears their weight differently. So finding out like, oh, so if I wear darker pants, it kind of hides that, and then
Yeah,
you got to wear something like every weight has a better fit to it. You know,
Mhm.
like finding out which fit is right for you.
Did you ever wear parachute pants?
yeah. I think
Oh,
I did.
yeah.
I think I did.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I think that came along right around,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
well, it was like
MC
MC Hammer.
Hammer.
Yeah,
And you would actually wear those.
Oh,
like
yeah.
just like to wear.
School.
Yeah.
You would wear pants like that?
They weren't like that. I mean,
I mean, that looks insane.
well,
No.
that was MC Hammer.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I wanted something like it though, I remember. And
yeah.
but back then, like when something was cool, no one was making it
I
yet.
don't know if I had parachute pants. I thought I remember having pants with a lot of pockets.
I had
Zippers.
stuff like this.
Yeah,
well, that stuff looks fun. It's
Yeah.
like you're skiing.
But
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like nowadays, if somebody
they barely
wears
could find men to take a picture with those pants on. They-
a couple guys,
You guys got a
That's
mullet.
actually a lot of guys. Actually, I thought it was all women, and then you
Just assume.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I assumed it was mostly women, and it's and I
John
was
Mulaney
wrong.
on the left.
It's a ton of men, and they. All right, that was my bad.
Nick, did you ever have a grunge phase?
yeah.
He's at all the phases.
Yeah.
hmm I've gone through them all.
Mm-hmm. What about a punk?
No.
Mm.
And what's the
That's
difference?
the one thing. If you do that, you're just an absolute poser. Like you can't. If you
That's what it
try
is?
and dress like with like to me, those leather jackets are so hard to like.
Mhm.
It's not me. Like I don't look good wearing.
But you don't think anybody look like Green Day?
No. If that's your thing,
Yeah,
that's your thing.
yeah.
But like a guy like I don't listen to punk music. I don't. So if I tried to go through that phase, that's like.
Mm.
I mean, every now and again you see someone that looks cool, and you're like, God, I wish I could pull that off. But unfortunately, I don't. That's like a whole different. But like grunge is just like, oh, so I wore a t-shirt with a flannel.
Yeah.
You know, with a pair of jeans
Just
that had a
kinda
hole
Well,
in
you
them.
were in the heart of grunge, weren't
Yeah.
you? So
Mm.
that's right when it was the biggest.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was, I mean, when you look back at that too, I mean, it was just the simplest outfits,
Yeah.
you know. But like, and with Kurt Cobain, it was like he would wear a cardigan.
Really?
Yeah. Like he wore a cardigan with jeans and a t-shirt. That was grunge.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. A simple look. Iconic. Yeah.
All right. So in the early 2000s, skinny jeans found a resurgence.
Resurgence from when?
That's a good question.
I went in deep on that.
You were
jeans?
deep skinny jeans?
I went pretty deep.
Oh, man. Like
Yeah.
painted on.
Yeah. A friend of mine started making them. And so then I just was like,
What kind of friends you got,
I was
man?
about to say, you just know somebody that makes jeans.
they had like a line of jeans that 7 jeans bought their like
I
line
think
of
Dusty's
jeans.
bringing this to the table.
No, not
Yeah.
even close.
No one has a friend that makes jeans.
No. And they were obscenely tight. And I just like look back. I remember like, I mean, if you type my name in skinny jeans, it might even have
Yeah.
a picture. But
No, mostly you with loose jeans.
yeah, there's some older ones, but yeah, pretty brutal.
So
Like that jacket right there that I'm wearing with that show, that jacket you can like search and like the jacket from Love Life or whatever the show
What is that?
Yeah, it's a nice jacket.
That was like a really expensive, I think, double RL.
No, what is this with you and Anna Kendrick holding hands?
It looks like it's just us hanging out, but it's us actually filming something. But it was like posted in like Us
Love
Weekly
Life.
as like, ooh, out on the town.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I'd love
Yeah.
photo of me and Anna Kendrick just walking holding hands.
Yeah.
No one's going to think it's just us on the town.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, this is a funny comedy.
There we go. What happened?
Just Nick Thune out on the town.
What happened to Anna Kendrick? She's hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, it says skinny jeans were influenced by bands like Fall Out Boys.
Those are my jeans, by the way. That's sometimes when you go on a show, they're like, "Oh, bring in a couple of your own things, and we'll see if we like it." And I brought those in. They're like, "Yeah, it's great. Those are my own boots."
I don't think they would ask me that.
No.
You don't have,
You bring anything, they go, no. No.
Don't even go home.
yeah,
Don't
unless I'm
even-
playing
yeah.
John Fetterman in a TV
Yeah,
show.
That's
then
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I don't
Yeah,
know who
John
I
Fetterman.
don't know who that is.
The guy, the senator that wears all those stuff, that wears,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
He's wearing legit the same.
That's
Yeah.
pretty funny. You could be, you're wearing,
I mean, I'm wearing the
he's
Carhartt.
wearing the Carhartt right
Oh my
there.
goodness.
Yeah.
I know, but that hoodie that the hat is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Is that fake? That must be
No.
fake.
No, this is
No,
how he
no.
dresses.
That's
He
Yeah.
really had that hat on.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah,
He just
dude.
shows up to like look at him walking around real buildings. Just dressed like me
That's
going
a-
to
that's a real building.
Yeah.
I wore that going to Dollar General yesterday.
You see him walk in, you're like, oh my God, January 6th is happening again. They go, no, that guy's supposed to be here. He's a
Yeah.
senator. You're like, they don't know what's going on.
Wow.
He
That-
walked out with them.
That's that goatee that's so strong. It's just the chin. Not that picture, but
Yeah.
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, right there. Yeah, man, he just dresses how he dresses.
yeah. That's what everybody should be doing. Dressing
think?
how they dress. Yeah.
That's a size. I mean, you get hot. You're hot all the time. You're wearing shorts. He's in Pennsylvania where it gets so cold.
Yeah.
He's always got shorts on.
Whenever it's when people travel, people are like, oh, I'm going to New York. I should bring some walking shoes. And you like bring shoes that you never wear. And
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
like, oh, and I should probably have like a sweatshirt, something you never like. Whenever I travel, I'm like, what did I wear in the last week? I'm bringing those because those are what I would naturally wear.
Mhm.
And I used to like pack like, oh, I'm probably going to need this jacket I've never worn before.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Or this
Yeah.
thing. And then I get there, I'm like, why didn't I just have the clothes I wore yesterday?
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
what am I doing here?
You might need better help.
You need to talk about it with somebody.
Yeah.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. This year, it's already gone. It's gone by quick. I mean, we're in June.
Almost halfway over.
What is something you're proud of in 2024 so far? Is there something you still want to accomplish?
How's your year going?
How's your year going?
Yeah.
Yours going good. I'm getting bigger. That's going bad. It is important in life to celebrate the wins. Then you can make adjustments for the rest of the year. Therapy can help you take stock of your progress and set achievable goals for the next 6 months. For me, being on the road, life can fly by. I'm always wanting to set my next goal. I want to be moving forward. Therapy is help in learning skill on how to make your next goal achievable and not getting too far ahead of yourself. It helps you slow down and take moments to yourself so you can achieve that next goal. A little thing, talking about dressing good, sometimes you feel bummed out. Put some jeans on, put a shirt on and get dressed and go out on the day,
Shopping therapy.
Yeah, shopping
That's
therapy.
a big one.
Give BetterHelp a try. It is entirely online. Learn to make time for what makes you happy with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/Nate today to get 10% off your first month. That is BetterHelp, HELP.com/Nate.
Aaron is scrolling through pictures of this guy, and I just saw him go like this. Like he saw a picture and he like looked down at his outfit and he was like,
yeah. You're going for the John Fetterman.
I know nothing else about this guy, but I like the way he looks.
Yeah.
So
He's
funny.
got it figured out. That's a real American right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
So you
little bit sling blade
wave with two
facial
hands
expression.
up.
Hey,
He doesn't
You
know.
got me.
Hey, everybody. Yeah. Is that Carhartt? Double Carhartt. Shirt underneath is also Carhartt. There you go. Wasn't people, Carhartt is like, it was a real working man's.
Oh, yeah. And then I
Thing.
got co-opted by people like me.
Yeah.
no, well, the thing was Carhartt had Carhartt European, which was a fashion brand. So
A
like
high fashion brand, right?
15 years ago, I bought some Carhartt in Germany that was like, I was like, how can I get this anywhere? And then I go back to America where Carhartt's made and you couldn't buy it anywhere. It was like, no, you can only buy workwear here. And then
You
they,
sound like an old traveled, you're just saying stuff that no one can.
well, then
really get to
Carhartt
the
became
bottom of
into
it.
the society.
When I was in Germany, I bought Carhartt. I've been playing pickleball since I was
school.
4 years old.
Well, I'd be
And-
walking around wearing a Carhartt jacket. People are like, wait, why is that fitted and like look cool? It's like, because it's
Yeah.
the fashion side of Carhartt.
Do you know the fashion capitals?
And then you go play pickleball, and they go, "What's that sport?" You go,
You figure it out.
"You're figured out."
I had heard that Carhartt was fashion in Europe, and I was at a Carhartt store and I saw a shirt that had the Carhartt logo and then it said FR on it, and I was like, "All right, it's like the French."
Well, that Carhartt.
Wow. yeah.
And then I bought it, and then I found out the FR stands for fire resistant. I bought, I bought like the more industrial kind of the clothes. I
yeah.
thought I was buying
Still
the French.
important.
Carhartt Whip is what they call it now. Work in progress is their fashion kind of side.
Oh, okay. Carhartt Whip.
So there's 4 fashion capitals, Nick. Do you know them?
Milan.
Oh, here we go.
Is it Milan?
Yeah, it's one.
Paris.
Yep.
New York.
Yep.
And
Huntsville,
Was last night.
Lebanon.
Madrid.
London.
Oh, London. Yeah.
No,
According to who? What does this even mean?
It's 4 places where they have a fashion week.
Oh,
And
New York.
Mhm.
It's on there. You said New York.
Yeah, New York.
Yeah, they have 2 fashion weeks a year, and I think Paris is the biggest one.
What's the
Okay.
point of fashion though when they wear this stuff that's like no one would ever wear?
it's avant-garde, right? It's like art. Some like the stuff where they walk out and they're wearing like
Yeah.
Yeah. So
A
those are
box.
like when you see
Wings.
like a
Yeah.
line of like somebody's clothes, like this is my spring 2024
Yeah.
line. You know, people buy that. Like it's crazy to think, but there are people that will go and buy like this, this stuff. But then also they have their more public brand. Like every high end brand has their here, like Burberry, for instance, right? Like if you want to go get a Burberry jacket, they have one that says Burberry in huge letters all over it. That's the cheapest version. The most expensive Burberry jacket is one that you wouldn't even know it was Burberry, except for the small tag where it doesn't say Burberry anywhere. It's like, this is the high end version.
Mhm.
And the low end version is here's all of our names. And like you walk through New York and people are dressed like
Do
that.
people wear something like that?
That I've never
Yeah.
seen that.
Oh yeah.
You ever been to the Met Gala?
No. That'd be fun though. It seems like a weird, I don't really know what it is. I mean, I think everyone's just dressing weird.
Yeah,
and-
what I just seen them outside of it. I don't know what goes on inside the
It's
Met.
a huge
Is it a
fundraiser.
fundraiser for The
Mets.
museum for the Mets.
Yeah, to help their
Oh,
pitching rotation.
They don't need it.
Yeah. Are they good this year?
No, but they have all the money in the world.
Oh, really? Why?
Because the owner's billionaire and
Yeah.
they have a lot of money.
And they're just not using it.
They've used it. They just, I don't know. They've had bad luck.
So what I read was they do these fashion shows, and then some celebrity or influencer maybe like some of it, and then they start wearing it, and then enough people take interest, and then the department stores have a designer and they make a line that the average person can buy.
Yeah, they do. Like, for instance, Costco.
Yeah, but like you go wear that, like where are you gonna like
Not
I mean
that,
she's
but-
going to that event. But you never know what walk around New York.
Well, like runway
subway,
models.
No,
wearing that.
none of this stuff. The Matt Gala stuff, no. But like, for instance, Kirkland Select, right? At Costco.
Yeah.
Kirkland Select vodka is whatever the high-end vodka is. That's Kettle One. It actually is. Kirkland Select is Kettle One. That they said to Kettle One, we sell your vodka the most. Can we sell it with our own brand and half mark it down? And then you guys will still get money out of it. And they're like, oh, great. So that's Kirkland Select is like that thing. And a lot of brands do that where they might partner with a bigger brand and be like, we're going to make the obtainable version of this thing.
They did that with golf balls.
Yeah.
Kirkland. They made them like Pro V1s. I think they got sued.
I think they were Pro V1s.
I think they were Pro V1s and they might have got sued though.
Really? I don't think, because they have approval from the people when they do it.
I feel like this one they did it.
My grandfather owns Costco.
Yeah.
So
Because-
yeah, that's
Is
not.
that when y'all were in Germany? You started Costco? You go.
I actually am interested in becoming a Costco member.
Yeah.
I like walking
when
around
you're-
them. They're so fun.
I think we're Sam's.
Yeah, we're Sam's Club. Too.
Yeah.
Is that the
but-
same?
Yeah.
No,
No,
it's
no,
the
no.
same type of
It's
business model, but
Same
it's
concept.
it's Walmart's. It's Walmart's answer to Costco.
Mm.
Ah.
A little more blue collar than Costco, I think.
hmm
Yeah.
Like real people. in
Costco,
there.
yeah. Costco's the more popular. That's the one.
It's like Target and Walmart, essentially.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the difference.
Yeah, Angela Johnson has a joke about buying her clothes now at Costco.
Oh yeah.
You get a certain age and you just stop caring. She told me skinny jeans are out, and Dusty said the same thing. So
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. No, I think. Well, right now, in with like it's like baggier everything. Like they're kind of going back into that '90s like
Mhm,
baggier jean phase.
mhm.
What's never going to be out is just well-fitted clothes. That's the thing. Like it's at some point you just need to start shooting for that. What's something that's classic that's just not going to go out? This outfit will never go out.
Mm-hmm.
I beg to differ.
I would argue it never came in.
Hey, you can keep begging all you want. He's on my knees.
Yeah.
Can I differ?
What are some fashion don'ts?
What about the white after
Labor Day.
Labor
Yeah,
Day?
Oh,
that
I
all
don't know. I do that. I don't
Yeah.
care. I think the only fashion don'ts are, for me, it's like hopping onto whatever the newest trend is and like acting like that's your thing.
Yeah.
It's just dumb. It doesn't look good. It's obvious. Like you see it and it's
Funny
obvious.
enough, if someone stays consistent, their thing comes back.
Yeah.
Comes back, comes in again. But the thing with right now with social media and everything, like the 70s were the 70s, right? And then the 80s happened. And then right at the end of the 80s and the 90s, people were like, we're having 70s parties, dressed like the 70s.
Bell bottoms.
Yeah.
But now we're literally having dressed like 2021, like because of the way that everything comes out. Like it's like everything's rotating so fast. And the 90s are now what the 70s were to us as kids, to them. But also the 90s are just a style now that people are adapting. I think
Puka shell necklace.
Yeah. Rubber bands on your wrist.
Nate was a big puka guy. I had a
shirts.
big puka shell necklace phase.
Mhm.
I was, those. I think honestly, anything that you wear with pride is going to be fine.
Oh yeah, I love puka shell. I had a few of them.
Bring it back.
Walking through somewhere and seeing it.
That's
and
Nate.
going, that's awesome.
Does your body look like that?
The inside, you layered down.
People say things like, don't wear brown shoes with a black belt.
Right.
Right.
Rules are not rule. They're for the people that are like, what's the most basic non-offensive thing I can do and do well and not worry about it? Then yes, match your shoes to your belt, do all of those things, but none of that's necessary.
Mhm.
None of
Yeah.
it.
What about white belt?
White belts can be great.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right.
on a black jacket.
I bought a white belt and
Black
it
suit.
just didn't. I buy things a lot where I'm like, and I don't know what I was thinking, and I gave it away. I'm like, I just don't. Why did I think I wanted that?
Mhm.
I do that way less now. I used to do that way more. But white belts are, I mean, it's hard to find the right outfit for a white belt, but it's out there.
Yeah, if you just try.
Yeah.
So if somebody wanted to check out your fashion page, where would they go?
Well, on my page, I have on my regular, it's Me Show You Fashion, which I don't post on as much as I should, but I have a good thing going there. But on my, see, like, wait, some of these, yeah, this woman made me this jacket out of a blanket. So I was like, yeah, I'll post a photo of it. Why not? And I love that jacket, by the way. Every time I wear it, people are like, where, how, why? And it's a woman that lives in Baltimore who I think I tagged there.
Yeah, it's a quilt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. And then I recently asked her to make me another one. She made me one that's like down to my ankles. And it's basically, I just have it in the house and I wear it like a blanket.
oh yeah.
It's so nice. It's like
Yeah.
wrapping a blanket around me. But in here, there's like, I think I do some, like, there's me and Nate. Then I do some dog park fashion at some point down there where, you know, people are dressing a certain way everywhere they go.
That's I didn't know what you had on. That looked like you had a towel on underneath something, like you had a towel around your neck.
Like this guy had a watch on. This like, he had a watch on that just told him the day.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fun.
That's fun.
It's only a day. It was a day watch, he said.
Mm.
It was pretty great. I saw that guy at the grocery store the other day. He's like, hey, remember me, day watch guy? I'm like,
Oh, really? Yeah.
how could I forget, man?
Yeah. You go, how you been doing? Is stuff taking off for you since?
Hey, what day is it?
Yeah. Yeah. Then you should ask.
You have the day?
You don't happen to have the day on you, do you?
Yeah. There's sometimes you don't know the day. Maybe the day's more important than the time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know?
Ultimately, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, and I just started to design shirts because I was like, I don't want to make merch that it has like a joke on it, but I will make some shirts that I think are cool and sell those. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
So
Like this one with the lawn chair.
yeah. I like watching Nate kind of soak in some of the things that I've done where he's like, and okay, so this is I guess you drew a lawn chair and
Yeah.
somehow made shirts out of it. And that's cool.
And we got to go support it.
Nate buys
It's a
8 of
fun-
them.
yeah, that's a fun thing. I'm happy to be doing it. I like the hoodie.
Yeah, the hoodie's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
For sale.
Think we're good.
Yeah.
For sale. All right. Yeah. Go buy it. All right.
Thank you, Nick.
Fashion. Yeah. You did great.
Yeah, thanks,
That was
guys.
super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're
July 3rd, I am doing a show at the new lab at Zany's. And I didn't
new
even-
room.
I haven't even been there yet. I know you guys did it.
Awesome. Nate was the first comic to do it.
Yep. Went on stage, bombed, got off.
First comic to
Set
bomb,
the tone.
too.
Yeah. I was everything.
Yeah.
I wanted to be everything.
But it's a Brian Bates and Friends show at the lab at Zany's. Now, the lab is 100-seater.
Yeah.
So it'll sell out fast. Already got some friends you've seen here on the Nateland podcast lined up for that show. So
Nice,
get
nice.
those tickets quick.
Awesome. This weekend, Aaron Weber talking here. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona at Desert Ridge Improv Friday and Saturday. Coming out Phoenix.
It's great. I got Chicago, June 20th through 22nd, Phoenix, the 27th through 29th, Cleveland,
Nice.
July 18th through 20th, all on nickthune.com.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah. I'm in Grand Rapids and
I'll be there with you.
this weekend.
I'm going to be with you in
No, you're with
Cedar
me next-
Rapids.
Cedar Rapids.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll be at
Toledo and Buffalo.
Yeah.
Buffalo will be fun.
Buffalo will be fun. Yeah. Grand Rapids. Second. Yeah. We're doing I'm doing Grand Rapids so I'm doing it June 5th and then June 14th because fortunately we added a show and thank you for doing that. Clarkston, Michigan, Allentown, PA, Belmont Park, New York, Cedar Rapids, Grand Rapids, Toledo, Buffalo, St. Louis.
Ooh, Toledo, 2 shows.
Yeah.
Those are,
Yeah.
they must love you there.
Yeah, well, they're very nice people. All right, yeah. All right, that's it.
Name one person from Toledo. Do you know?
Ozzie Smith.
Okay.
Is that true?
Klinger,
Yeah. MASH.
Jamie Farr.
The Mud Hens.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right. We love you. Have a great week. Bye. Nateland is produced by Nateland Productions and by me, Nate Bargatze, and my wife Laura on the Audio Boom platform. Recording and editing for the show is done by Genovations Media. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to catch us next week on the Nateland Podcast.